Tez.
Welcome to the TezDown. Welcome.
I'm the Tez.
Mic check 1 2. Welcome. Welcome to the TezDown. Party time. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, research, education, and parody. Under this act, fair use is permitted use of copyrighted content that might otherwise infringe on the exclusive rights of copyright holders. The TezDown podcast is a platform for entertainment and education. Edutainment, a blend of education and entertainment, emphasizes content that informs while it entertains. The views expressed in this channel's commentary do not necessarily reflect or represent the views of the hosts, and may not always reflect complete or verified accuracy of information presented. All content, including commentary, analysis, and discussion, falls within the legal parameters of fair use. We make no claims to ownership of any third-party content. This is the TezDown. Sports unscripted, culture unfiltered. Thank you for understanding.
Why you ain't say nothing? I'm only gonna do this once. You always knew I'd make it from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? You believed in me the whole time, for real? Yeah. I couldn't tell. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Stages on moon getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. But watching my story, y'all winning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't call? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something? Put that on my soul. I'm only gonna do this once. Lord God, anything attached to me that could be holding me down and keeping me from my ascension. I pray that you detach that from me, so I can fly. They think ill about me, they still around me. Lord God, please set me free. I ain't going out like Gandhi, bet it won't be nobody next to me. Cause I'm watching the people I'm loving the closest way more than the people I don't. Cause the people that hurt me the most in this life be the people that's locked in my phone. They made a mistake, I gave them some grace. I make a mistake and they won't do the same. People be dishing out what they can't take and they take what they cannot get back to the game. I'm unforgiving cause I'm unforgetting. I harbor resentment, I know what you did me. I am not Jesus, it ain't no repentance when I'm on a mission and moving relentless. Been here before, I know the feeling. Think it's forever, the end to be chilling. Mike Jackson, my life is a thriller. Close to midnight, I turn to the villain. Boundaries over sparing your feelings. Sebastian gone, you can cry me a rip. To be great, you gon' have to be different. When you say it, they gotta know that you meant it. Long as your actions match your diction, people gon' know that you standing on business. A lot of experiences come with this wisdom. I'm only giving you what I've been living. Enlightened now, but still remember the time my mind was a prison. Enlightened now, but still remember the time I felt like a victim.
What?
Talk. Enlightened now, but still remember the time I felt like a victim. Classic. Yeah. Lord God, let me fly, They think ill about me, they still around me. Lord God, please set me free. I ain't going out like Selena, better won't be nobody next to me. Cause I'm watching the people I'm loving the closest way more than the people I don't. Cause the people that hurt me the most in this life be the people that's locked in my phone. Come to people I'm already knowing. People fickle, coming and going. People different when weather is storm. Some people pull over when it start to pour. Some people pull over when it start to drizzle. Some people foul, I can't get a whistle. Make it or miss it, I'ma keep shooting my shot like a pistol. I need you to hit me, I need you to feel me, I need you clear as a crystal. For all of them, I gotta go get us. This language I'm talking is different. Keep cracking the code, stacking your dough and using these hoes for business. Make money with her, not children. We catching bags, not feelings. It's the reason why scars still leave a mark when they done healing. It's the reason why all of us guard our hearts after hurt feelings. There really is no forgiveness. There really is no forgetting. It's happening for you, not happening to you. Just stay on the mission. Set me free. It's happening for you, not happening to you. Just stay on the mission. Set me free.
Oh, now we're not running it back. Not right now, anyway. Welcome to the TezDown. This is Nightcap for the TezDown. What's up, everybody? Y'all missed the Nightcap show? Y'all missed Nightcap here? I hope so. I really do. Who got the Nightcaps? I got a whole lot of chats that have been going on. Let's see who's in the building right now. I'm not trying to skip y'all chats, but y'all did a whole lot of chatting. In Too Deep. What's up, In Too Deep? How you doing? First one in the building. Too Tight. What's going on, Too Tight? Y'all putting the ones up early. And I appreciate it a whole lot. What's going on, man? Nice to see you in here. In Too Deep. There we go. Roxy. What's up, Roxy? How you doing? Roxy's in the building. What else we got in here? We got. I'm not. Y'all had a crazy conversation inside this chat. That means I got a good show planned for y'all tonight. Yeah, it means I got a good show. Questions from the chat. Yeah, you see the damn sub dynamics. They're always there. What's happening, McKinnon? How you doing? Welcome to the TezDown Nightcap. How you doing tonight? What's going on, man? Gonna have a good time. Into Deep has got the information in the channel. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Into Deep. I appreciate that. You guys going in there. What happened to Adrien Broner? Banned? Yeah, we're gonna talk about a little bit of Adrien Broner in a little bit. We are. What's up, Dean? How you doing? Over on Kick. Tez is on Kick. Please click the notification bell so that you don't miss the future lives. It's free. I already did the disclaimer. You guys can see from the Nightcap that we have a beverage every time. It's the Nightcap. It's called the Nightcap for a reason. You guys go ahead. I am drinking some of that Town Branch, the good stuff. Yeah, Town Branch. What you guys got going on tonight? Somebody tell me. We're going to start off with our icebreaker today. Go ahead and get them on my downloads. How about that? Wrong one. There we go. Icebreaker.
Somebody got to say it. And I be the bitch to say it. Sorry to say this, fellas, but in 2026, your worth is not proven by your loyalty. It's not proven by your consistency. It's not proven by your discipline. Not by your masculinity. Definitely not proven by your emotional intelligence. Your protection? Nope, not proven by that either. Your honesty? Nope, don't prove enough. How well you lead? That's not enough. How you treat women? Not proven by that either. It's not proven by how solid you are. It's not proven by how hard you work. And it damn sure ain't proven by how you keep your word as a man. No, baby. In 2026, your worth as a man is proven by how many bills you can pay, how many women you can save financially, how much money you can spend or send, how many vacations you can fucking take bitches on, how many BBLs you can sponsor. Oh, and how many people she can brag to about what you bought her. That's it. In 2026, bitches do not want love, baby. They want a lifestyle with a dick and a pulse attached to it. That's it. So regardless of what the fuck you do as a man, it's never going to be enough, because guess what? They're always going to continue to move the goalposts. You're not enough, sir. I'm fucking sorry. It's 2026. You might have been enough in 1992. You might have been enough in 1982. But with these booty head ass, retarded ass bitches today, you're not enough. It don't matter. They can give you a whole list of shit that they want, and you can do it, and it still won't be enough. Like, a man can be loyal, faithful, emotionally available, family oriented, hardworking, protective, still because constituted as not being enough, right? Let a nigga with a whole whole bunch of money. This nigga husband material, right? Bitch, please. Like I just don't understand. Bitches talking about I deserve a provider. Based off of what, bitch? Based off what? Because if a man is expected to lead, provide, protect, teach, guide, stay faithful, regulate his emotions, make money, solve problems, stay masculine, and remain mentally strong through all this shit, then what exactly is the bitch bringing besides all these motherfucking requirements? Because, bitch, your presence is not enough. Bitch, he could be present with the Lord without all of these motherfucking stipulations and problems, bitch. See, what you bitches don't realize is being attractive is not the same thing as being valuable, bitch. The more rare you are, the more valuable you are. And if you're out here doing the same shit as these other bitches, requiring the same shit as these other motherfucking bitches, you're not trying to set yourself apart at any fucking point. How are you fucking valuable, bitch? You're not. The value lies in a man you see no value in. But don't shoot the messenger, bitch.
That sure is her favorite word. I wasn't ready for all that. As you guys are well aware of, this is the icebreaker for the show. And show's gonna be about a lot of things today. What do you guys think about what she's saying? I mean, I can give you guys some opinions in a little bit, but I think this is satire number one. I think number two, she probably is just saying what she's heard other people say on the internet. I'm just gonna keep it real. It's too deep. That's is that Michael Beasley twin stats? What's happening? Soul's in the building. What's up, man? It's dude said iced tea with rosemary. Okay, I like it. Let her cook, man. Let her cook. What's up, Too Tight, man? Sponsor of BBL. Ramon. What's up, Ramon? Nice to see you in here, man. I hate to say she right, but they prove her right every day. They really do. Christian Lewis, what up, man? What's up, Tristan? How you doing, man? You got in both shows today. Richard Vibration said all these videos are secretly about black people. They're not secretly about it. I mean, me and you know, and everybody else seems to know now. I guess it's not really a secret at all. Now, is it? No, it's not. So, all right, let's keep it moving, y'all. Y'all got anything else on this? I'm gonna tell you, ain't no secret, Richard. We all know. Look, let me tell you, everyone's gonna always have problems with the opposite sex. The reason why everyone's always gonna have problems is because nobody's listening. We don't listen to them, and they don't listen to us. Now, so more than ever. Now, there are reasons why they don't listen to us, and there's reasons why we don't listen to them. I don't think that we think the same. I don't think that they think the same as us either. And that's not saying that either side is right. We just don't think the same. So I think it's kind of disingenuous for people to be like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. How about this? I'm going to challenge y'all tonight. Why don't y'all decide to find people in your lives who like you? Once you start finding people who like you, you don't have these types of problems. This is going to be a theme throughout the night where it's easy to get rid of some of these problems because some of these people simply just don't like you. And if somebody doesn't like you, don't mess with them. Don't talk to them. Don't F with them. Don't do any of that. There's no reason to. So, again, this is just the icebreaker. Welcome to the TezDown. Welcome to the Nightcap.
Remember this day. Remember this day.
All the information that you might need. If you're new in here, hit the like and subscribe. All the information you might need about tonight's episode and or me are going to be scrolling at the bottom of the screen. As you're well aware of, this is an adult show. It's 18 plus. We're having a nightcap. 21 plus. Sorry, 21 plus. 18 is not enough no more. Nope. 18-year-olds go watch Mr. Beast or something. It's gonna keep it real. Let's go. Men who chase women who don't like them. That's the next topic of the day. What we got in the comment section? This comments already. It's pretty chill out here. Ain't no secret, Richard. We all know. He said it's pretty chill out there. Yeah, you're right, Too Tight. So women value resources, men value chastity. Hey, some men do. Not all men really value that. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. Like I wish I didn't have to keep it as real as I'm keeping it real, but some men don't give a shit at all. Too Tight. Exactly. Plain and simple, Tez. Introduce it. I just don't care and laugh at the silliness. Yeah, what's happening, Rain? Rain in the building. Y'all drop y'all raindrops in the chat for Soft Rain. Soft Rain's in the building. The first lady of the RSC. I most definitely played the video from us doing our show in Chicago. I most definitely played the video. We do have a extended release videos that are going to be coming out soon. So you guys make sure you check in with all the RSC guys and ladies that have been around, as well as the ones over there. You take a sip, guys. just a sip. You got to be able to taste it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's special that way. There we go. We got raindrops in the. We got raindrops in the chat. We got raindrops in the chat. We got raindrops in the chat. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. He said, I went to go get a burger and Ted still has no shirt on. Get some more fabric, you degenerate. Looking like The Rock about to ask Kevin Hart to get a good latch on there. Good God, the calamity. I've been working out real good, man. I got to, doing chest things now, McKinnon. I've been needing that to happen. It had been a while. It had been a while. Yes, it had. But it's back now, and it's not going to be going anywhere. Not at all. Ha ha. No. What's up, Richard? Richard, ain't nothing wrong with having a good time. Nothing at all. Nothing's wrong with having a good time. Let's go.
Who's out here dating women that don't like them. If she already like you, it don't matter where you go. But you know, we like to put our coverage. We like to get what we think we don't supposed to have. I know. I'm trying to holler at who like me. I ain't doing no impressing. I'm not impressive. You just gotta already like me.
Yeah. I'm with him on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna play that again. I'm not gonna play that again because I didn't realize. See, this is what happens when I do live shows. Sometimes some of the clips that I have, and I didn't watch them because you guys know I do random story times. This is basically what this show came from because you guys asked for a whole show about this type of stuff. Y'all just be liking the shows that I put out, which I really do appreciate that from y'all. I really do. You know, I come up with these ideas and I think about it all the time, and I'm like, what would I want to watch? And if I'm watching YouTube, would I want to watch somebody that's like not being real with them, or would I want to watch somebody that's like this is just who that dude is? You know? He said, "Be spitting facts, bro." Yeah, you do, man. Rox is rolling. Bridget, Rain, again. How you doing? Anyway, there are men who chase women who don't like them, and I think that one of the biggest factors to breaking your own heart as a man is chasing a woman who doesn't like you. Like, if she's not trying to sit around and be with you, if she's not trying to talk to you, if she's not trying to get on your nerves, she doesn't like you, bro. Like, you don't have to, man, you don't have to chase a woman to get her. You don't. You don't. Matter of fact, I think most women these days don't like being chased. I don't know what all of them like. I really don't care either. It's none of my business what all of them like, you know? I'm not supposed to worry about every single woman on the planet and what they like. That's not what I'm supposed to worry about. That's how I lose focus. That's how anyone loses focus. You're supposed to worry about yours. And they're supposed to worry about you. And vice versa. That's how it works. However many that might be. I'm not judging tonight. I know it's for me. I know it's not for me. Said Chesney decides chasing. So McKinnon, I'm gonna tell you straight up. I had an idea, and I was gonna wear a tank top, but I ate a cheeseburger, and it dripped on my tank top. I didn't like that, so I took it off. Now, when I say this actually happened today. You know, I ate a cheeseburger and it dripped on me, so I didn't realize that it got on the tank top. But the last thing I wanted to see was like, cheeseburger like crusties from me not realizing that I had dripped on my shirt earlier. It was real good too. Like I'm operating. If you guys didn't know, I've gotten some of my freedom back on the way I eat things because I'm operating at a caloric deficit, right? So not that I did it on purpose, but I went a couple of days without necessarily eating everything the right way. I did. I was going strong. I was working a lot. I was working out a lot. I was handling a whole bunch of stuff personally. And let me tell you, that burger pepped me up something decent. I was able to get a whole lot of protein, a whole lot of energy from it, which is probably empty anyway. But here's the thing, I'm operating at a deficit. So I'm burning everything right away. And I'm working out. If you get up at 8:30 in the morning, and you go on a hike in the woods, you get your workout in on top of doing, you find your like plateau or something, you work out and then you hike back. You already got miles under your belt, which is good for heart health. And then you got a whole workout. But here's the thing, you're super oxygenated inside the forest. The best oxygen is going to be coming from inside the forest. The cleanest air is going to be coming in from inside the forest. If you didn't realize that. But hey, I'm not here to lecture you guys about how to eat and how to work out. We have a story that we just did. Actually, no, I'll play it again just because.
Who's out here dating women that don't like them. If she already like you, it don't matter where you go. But we like to put our coverage. We like to get what we think we don't supposed to have. I know. I'm trying to holler at who like me. I ain't doing no impressing. I'm Not impressive. You just gotta already like me.
Yeah, you gotta like me, and I gotta like you back. But McKenna said, Tez to start chasing some fruit of the loom. I'm definitely not chasing. Knowing my value is worth, my king as a king. You dig? I dig. Richard said, he's laughed. Richard, you love the show, man. I love that Richard found the show. I believe through Classic, but I love that Richard found the show and Richard became a staple on the show. Man, it's good. It's really good seeing the same faces in here all the time. It's good seeing the new ones too. If you're newer to the show, I really do appreciate you too. Make sure that you actually, hit the like and subscribe. I've been getting like thousands of views now, which is crazy for me. It is like I'm not gonna be one of those guys that acts like it's not crazy getting thousands of views on a video that did that morning. Woke up, got together that morning. Literally was working out, working on the video. Like, come on now. I don't be expecting that. I still don't to this day. But y'all have been here, and I'm glad y'all still interact even with all of that noise going on. I appreciate it. Bridget. McKenna said, Roxy said, McKenna, you're gonna get him an endorsement if you're not careful, and then you're gonna lose a whole brand. I'm gonna get one. Somebody wants to sponsor me. McKenna said, I know for a fact you own more than one shirt, guy. He said, don't give me all this sauce excuse. I definitely own more than one shirt. I own one of the world's greatest collections of Godzilla shirts. It's only getting bigger every day. Only getting bigger every day. In Too Deep. That's why Shay Shay had to pay those big bucks. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. In Too Deep. I'm not trying to do it. Shay Shay did some other stuff. Shay Shay did a lot of other stuff. He was probably at some of them parties, if you know what I'm saying. Most likely. Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. It's cool. It's cool. You ain't got to. It's all right. Adrien Broner, we have more stories, and more of them going to be towards some of the relationships we're talking about. But I want to get through the stories that I have put up for you guys because they're pretty good and they're pretty good. Funny.
Good. I'm Summer.
Nice to meet you, Summer.
Deshay, nice to meet you.
Huh? Your wife calling me.
Pleasure.
Check your phone out D&D.
Do you need anything?
She keep blowing my shit up. Why she keep blowing me? You got a wife? You
got a wife? Wait, you got a wife?
You got a wife?
Nah, you got a wife and you here? That ass. You got no neck. No, hold on. You no neck. You 40 years old and you got a wife? No, that's crazy. And you got titties?
I don't.
Damn near up.
Bro, I don't got a wife, okay? I'm gonna tell you what's happening. I'm in a situationship, and I'm the bottom of the situation.
Hey, man. I mean, that was kind of funny, but at the same time, that's Adrien Broner, man. I know he ain't going out like that in no 7-Eleven. It had to have been for a skit or something, right? It had to be. There's no way it wasn't. Look, gentlemen, I'm gonna talk to the men. Don't let yourself get out of shape, especially if you were something special. If you know what I'm saying. If you think you were something special, don't let yourself get out of shape because this is what happens to you. The young bucks come in and they make you feel obsolete immediately. That's Adrien Broner, multi-time world champion. What is it? He's undisputed champion at one point in time. And this is what happens. Still not even an old guy. He's just old in this sport. Really not even old in this sport. People box into their 50s. Not as much anymore, but they used to. He said Adrien Broner has been tripping, bro. Dude, this is the third time that I've done an Adrien Broner story in the last like 3 weeks. Month, especially. So it's just like, and I love boxing, man. I really do. I love boxing. So when I see stuff like this, it kind of takes away from everything that I want it to be. He kind of takes away from everything. It's just like, dude, like what happens to y'all? You used to be this guy. And now you're getting talked about by kids. Like,
Good. I'm Summer.
Nice to meet you, Summer.
Deshay, nice to meet you.
Huh? Your wife calling me.
Pleasure.
Check your phone out D&D.
Do you need anything?
She keep blowing my shit up. Why she keep blowing me? You got a wife? You got a wife?
Wait, you got a wife?
You got a wife?
Nah, you got a wife and you here? That ass. You got no neck. No, hold on. You no neck. You 40 years old and you got a wife? No, that's crazy. And you got titties?
I don't.
Damn near up.
Bro, I don't got a wife, okay? I'm gonna tell you what's happening. I'm in a situationship, and I'm the bottom of the situation.
Too Tight said he fell off. Hope he get back right. I hate to see him like this, but man, you know the fame and fast life mess you up if you're not careful. It really does, man. Like you see people who they get attached to their success and then they lose a little bit of the limelight because they age out of it in a lot of cases, especially when it comes to athletes. Some go right, some go left. This is definitely left. I'm really hoping that he can get the help that he needs. But so far, so good. They said that he's been doing a lot better. He's been trying to get his life right. Y'all remember the story I did when he was on Cameron's show? It just doesn't turn out well for that man, like right now. But hopefully he can get it right. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get to the more adult portion of our show tonight. We have the question: does dynamics fuel intimacy? What do you guys think in the chat? Does the dynamics fuel the intimacy in the relationships? I really need to know. This is the type of thing that makes the most sense to me. But I think there might be some competing theories on this. McKinnon said, I was out of shape for 3 months. My wife made ribs and I put her to work making these over and over. She is not only allowed to make those once a year for safety purposes. Man, you were eating the same thing over and over probably because repetition actually helps a whole lot when it helps a whole lot when you're trying to lose weight. Like sometimes it's boring in food selection, but it helps a whole lot when you're trying to lose weight. I don't know what's going on with this sound. Let me fix this. I'm not a big fan of not a big fan of the sound messing up. I'm doing stuff in here with y'all. That's not good business.
Men like women that they can't get. So based on your child, what is your type in women?
My type?
Yeah, maybe not looks wise, but in terms of like how you feel about them. What is the type?
Independent. Has to be independent because I don't want her to
be clingy with you.
Yeah. Independent. Must be a jealous girl.
Independent but jealous.
Has to be jealous. If she's needy, she has to constantly bash my phone off. Otherwise, I'll look elsewhere.
Yeah.
But I think it comes down to I want a girl who I can't get.
Right.
I tell girls, just say no to me. Just say no for as long as you can, and I'll be here for long.
Do you know why men like women that they can't get?
No, women like men they can't get as well.
It's more men. It's more men that like that.
Because we're dogs. We want.
You like the chase, but also it comes when you've had a childhood where you didn't receive the love in the way that you wanted it. You have to earn it a little bit. So when you have to work for love, you think when a woman doesn't want you that much and she treats you badly, working for her makes you want her more. But that woman doesn't want you back and she won't be consistent.
When a girl ignores me, I want her more.
But here's the thing. Women don't ignore men they like. So if she's ignoring you, it's a signal she's not that into you. Trust me. We don't ignore the men we are crazy about.
No, they don't, in my opinion. Ladies, y'all are in here. Is that true? Do you not ignore the men who you actually like? I've been telling people this for a long time. Like, you don't have to chase people who want you. You really don't. You do not have to chase people who want you. If somebody wants you, they're not playing that game about you. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody wants you, they are not playing that game about you at all. They're not going to want to deal with none of that. Did all three of these? I know I got another one. Hold on, guys. Let's get to the comments. See what we got going on here. I want to make sure that we hit all the points that we had to hit because there was a couple of these in here that I would definitely want. Oh, there it is. It never got sent over. I was looking for it right there. All right. I got to send it to my Gmail. As you guys can see, my Gmail is at the bottom of the screen. So let's go ahead and get this one so we can do the last part of this. Not the last part of the show. I got two more parts of this, but I'm waiting for this video to come in for you guys right now. to get him back where he belongs. And we're off the part of women don't do like. Here's the thing, guys. The reason why I don't have too much to say on that subject is because I come on here and I tell you guys each and every week to get stronger, to stand up taller, and to take care of your body. Now, none of us have to be perfect in doing so because we're at the end of the day, we're still humans. But if you realize that you're not the preference of the type of people that you prefer, you either choose new people or you work to become more of what you want to attract. Notice the way I said this. If you become more of what you want to attract, you have a higher chance of attracting what you want. That's not saying that somebody could not love you in your mess. I'm not saying that at all. Someone could love you in your mess all day. But how long do you want to continue being a mess for them? I would think that most people would not want that to be a thing for too long. I wouldn't. As a human being, I wouldn't want to be somebody's mess for too long. And I wouldn't want to be referred to as somebody's mess either. I don't think that benefits me very much.
Do not want to be controlled. I want to feel.
So before we even get into this, we have does dynamics fuel intimacy? What do you guys think about this? She said that game stuff is for high school. The confusion never did and never will. Time is too valuable. I would not waste mine or his. I'm glad that some people believe in not wasting people's time because there are lots of people in the world that do believe in wasting other people's time. They do it every single day on purpose. So here, we're going to be shifting our gears and talking a little bit about this. It was requested that we talk about, the lifestyle, as some people have come to call it. That's a dom sub relationship, and this is the type of relationship that you'd be in with someone who was a dominant or a submissive. And maybe we should learn a little bit about that tonight. What do you guys think? Are you guys interested in that? I think I saw a lot of comments when I first came in here that were y'all who were graciously waiting for my arrival in the chat about this. And let me go back up there and get them because I think that I didn't cover them. Let's go. Said, do I get to spend the night getting breakfast? Oh, y'all is wild. Tez did this with his late night show and on. We was all gonna partake in the Lord's juice. I mean, that's how it works. Y'all crazy. Said, nah, see that? Piggy went to the musket. Yeah, I'm gonna look, you know what? I ain't got time to read all of these, y'all. Nah, y'all are wild. This chat is wild. He said, let's get to it, Tez. Yeah, exactly. Let's ride.
Safe enough. I'm a sub, but I do not want to be controlled. I want to feel safe.
First of all, do you guys know what a dominant and a submissive is? If y'all know what they are, just put ones in the chat. If you know what they are, put ones in the chat. If you don't know, put twos in the chat. And if you got twos in the chat, I will explain this. I will stop the video and explain things if you guys have issues. I want everybody to be on equal footing tonight as far as understanding. And so I will be your translator as to how this all works.
Safe enough. I'm a sub, but I do not want to be controlled. I want to feel safe enough that I can trust you to lead. I can trust that you know what I like, that you know how to read my boundaries, that you know how to communicate, that you know how to check in, that we've talked about what each of us like and what each of us don't like. Shout out to my yes, no, maybe list. I'm gonna link that shit below too. Mine or anybody else's. Like it's about trusting that person, as you said, to create that container so that I can actually let go and turn my brain off and turn my cognitive brain off, knowing this person knows what I like. They know what I don't like. I can trust them to create this experience for me without me being on high alert for I am in danger.
Love that. And I think the trust is a key factor. That's a hard thing to sort of assume that you can have, because trust is built and then earned. And the way it's built is through communication.
It is built through communication. Do you guys think that the dynamics fuel the intimacy? We got two types saying one. Yep. Roxy with the ones. McKinnon, lots of ones. Bridget with the ones. Soft Rain. What's up, Soft Rain? In too deep. I was a mess, and once I got squared away, I dumped the females that accepted the messy old me. See what I'm talking about, in too deep? That's what I be saying. People don't want the mess. People don't want the mess at all. In too deep says she not a sub and she talking too much. McKinnon said, in too deep, what's a mess? Momo had you in a disarray. Rigid Vibration said, she said sub, but aggressively made demands. It's a setup waiting to happen. I think some of you guys are starting to understand why I chose this video. I think some of y'all are. I think we're gonna dive into this a little bit tonight. Is anybody afraid to? If let me know if y'all are afraid to dive into this tonight. Maybe I should reconsider. Talking to you guys about things y'all want to talk about because maybe you're not ready. You know what I mean? We're gonna find out, right? So my question is, does this dom sub dynamic, this dominant and submissive dynamic, does it change how the intimacy is in the bedroom? Who would say that if they were in this? I'm not. If you guys are feeling risky tonight, say take a sip with me. First thing right now, take a sip with me. Whatever your undisclosed beverage may be. Take a sip with me. Don't want YouTube getting upset with us or anything like that for doing anything ridiculous because we're not. We're adults. YouTube, you already have all of my information, and you're a part of Google, so you got everybody's information. Come on now, we're adults in here. If you've been in a dominant submissive relationship, let me know. And what sides do you prefer? No, I'm not saying that you can't be both. I'm saying what side do you prefer? We talked a little bit about on the episode last week. We talked a little bit about if a man was weak. We surely did. We talked about what happens with a man when a man is weak. Can he come to you telling you that as a woman that he needs gentleness? How would that make you feel? Into deep. Richard said risk. Risque. Into deep said dom only. I'm with you, and I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. Hold on, real quick. Yeah, right there. What Into Deep said. Just keeping it 100. They call it TezDown syndrome for a reason, y'all. Hey, y'all. It's a nice show. Everybody tells the truth after midnight. Remember that. It's one of the taglines of the show. We're going to talk about the intimacy factor that goes into these types of relationships. And we're going to talk about, are they better? Are they better? Are they worse? Are they the type of things that, dreams are made of and nightmares are, for the people that don't get it? What are the bases? You do have safety as a basis, right? It's at least you're supposed to. But let's talk a little bit about it. Let's see what they have to say. Richard said, I got a deep voice, so I have no choice. Nothing wrong with that at all. Tutai said, Richard, great minds think alike. Tutai said, dominance over here. Get with it or get lost. So I don't have any submissive men inside the chat, huh? Wow. Hey, it's a safe place. If y'all want to be submissive to some ladies or something, it's fine. I'm not gonna, jump down your throat about it.
Friend 26 has enjoyed receiving play for quite some time. However, in the last
Whoa. One more time.
My boyfriend 26 has enjoyed receiving play for quite some time. However, in the last several months, this has started to constantly pop up during sex, no matter what type of mood we're in going into it.
We also got a lot of questions about fantasizing during sex. A lot of people asking, is it okay to fantasize about other people when I'm having sex with my partner? By far and away, the most common question was about cuckolding.
Mm-hmm. Surprise, surprise.
What's the deal with cuckolding?
What the hell is cuckolding?
So a couple of weeks ago, maybe it was a couple of months at this point, but a couple of months ago, the Ben podcast and myself also did a studies together and separately about the things that people are watching on the internet. I say things because corn, y'all get what I'm saying here. There's certain words that they don't like for us to use on Al Gore's internet, especially on YouTube. And what are the people watching? This is one of the number one things they were watching. My question is, what do they get out of it?
Vanessa.
Hello and welcome to the Pillow Talks podcast. We're your hosts, Vanessa
and Xander Marin.
I'm a sex therapist with over 20 years of experience.
And I'm just
I know you. I got to get to your stuff, guys.
Ground type of questions.
But why?
Exactly.
Why do I want this?
Why? So a ton of people ask, is there a psychological reason or an explanation why people have kinks?
Because I think a lot of people are embarrassed, feeling like they are wanting something that is not perceived as normal.
Mhm.
And something therefore must be wrong with me because I'm desiring that thing. And so I think, of course, when we think something is wrong with us, we want to figure out why. Like, oh, okay, well, let's trace it back to what happened to me in childhood.
Yeah.
I think maybe the assumption like, oh, well, if I can sort that out, maybe this thing will go away.
And most people have a pretty narrow definition of what contributes or constitutes as like not kinky. It's like, you know, a man and a woman having missionary.
I mean, vanilla is vanilla, right? We're going to keep it 100 here tonight, right? Vanilla is vanilla. If it's vanilla, it's vanilla. We got any vanilla gorillas in the chat? You know what I'm saying? Any vanilla gorillas in the chat? Y'all, I really just said, look, y'all let me do this show. Yeah, I have way too much fun doing it. If you guys, hey, look, one thing we're not going to do is I'm not going to shame you for being a vanilla gorilla. She might, but I'm not. You know, earlier, you know, the cast over at No Middleman, they had a conversation about you know, some of their earlier episodes, and they were talking about the fact that doing too much in the bedroom is a horrible thing if you're a man. You know, they said doing too much in the bedroom is a horrible thing if you're a man. But here's the thing: what if you were in one of these dynamics? What if you were dumb? What if you're a sub? I think doing too much in the bedroom is par for the course. Am I wrong? If y'all tell me I'm wrong, then I'm gonna tell you that y'all wrong. Hey, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Too tight. Let's see what's going on. Let's see if YouTube is doing it to me. Nobody hears me? Hold on. Can you guys hear me now? Oh, It's Too Deep said, yeah, that was Souls. That was Souls doing that. Okay. Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys. We'll be back again. He said, It's Too Deep said, nope, that was Souls said that. Okay, so I'm gonna restart this. Okay, we're gonna do this again. We're going to do this again. That's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and get rid of some of that stuff that's open. So we're going to restart this. We're going to make sure that this is going just fine. So one of the things that I was trying to tell y'all is that they were saying that you're doing too much in the bedroom, but I was saying that if you're in the dominant sub, type of relationship, then that's pretty much par for the course on what you're doing. That's pretty much for the course of what you're doing. Right? Am I wrong here? All right. So I guess some people lost sound, but some other people didn't lose sound. I wonder why that happens. But at least I'm back now. Did we have everybody in here is a dom? Every single person in here is dominant. I won't say a dom. I'll say everybody in here is dominant. Or is everybody in here submissive? Too Tight said he couldn't hear it 1228. Yeah. I said to Souls, you don't want to follow me. You did say that. I was in there when you said that to him. I really did. Let me see if I can hear it on my end, guys. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna check it out. I've been told that we can hear just fine though. Yeah, it sounds fine. You guys need to open and close your apps. Open and close your apps. It sounds fine. Somebody type that into to open and close their app because the sound seems to be coming in just fine on my end. So we'll have them take care of that there. We got to keep going. Let's go. Let's get through the video.
In and out intercourse, that's it.
Maybe a couple more positions,
Yeah.
okay?
But a lot of people think of pretty much anything else as like being kinky. And so, of course, yeah, if we have that definition, and then it feels like this other stuff is more taboo, it's outside of the norm, and then we want to understand, like, where does it come from? So the reality is that there is not always a clear psychological explanation for why people have kinks.
Sometimes there might be, but often...
Sometimes there can be. Like, I have worked with clients in the past where we were able to trace it back to some specific childhood incident, like some moment in time where a person came across some leather and they started getting, really interested in leather. We have this saying, neurons that fire together, wire together. So like if two things happen kind of close together where you happen to stumble across the leather and you also happen to be turned on in that moment, we can like have those experiences tie together in a certain sort of way. So
especially if we're in a developmental phase, like we're young, our brains are developing.
Yeah. So, but again, this was rare that we could go back and find this specific, like, oh yeah, I was masturbating with this leather and I, you know, whatever. Like in the vast majority of cases, we never found like a specific reason. And that's very normal and totally okay. I actually like to think of our sexual preferences like our food preferences. Like we just have food preferences and there's not any sort of history or explanation behind them. Like I don't like oysters and mussels. I don't have any like trauma around that. That's another thing that comes up with kinks too. A lot of times people think like, oh, is it related to a trauma? And absolutely not. That's not the case for the vast majority of people. But like, yeah, I don't have any trauma around mussels or oysters. I just happen not to like them. And you
know, sometimes people like to mislabel experiences as trauma. There are some things that you just experience that don't traumatize you. And then there are lots of things that actually traumatize you because they're actually very traumatizing. You guys try to say that 5 times fast. I dare you. Ow. There we go. But I fixed it, I think. You have to understand that there are some things that could traumatize someone. You know, there really are, especially in this arena. But at the same time, if someone's telling you that they like this, the first thing to think of is not they got traumatized and that's why they like this. That's not that at all. The first thing that you should really think about if somebody thinks that they like something is, okay, well, they like this, and either you do or you don't. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. I had to make sure the sound was good. Everybody's talking about sound. I was doing stuff over here, but you have to make sure that they're good. If they tell you that they like something, or you find out that you actually are the one that likes it, you know what I mean? And I'm not here to question or judge about it either. I just, if you don't like it, that's really none of my business. That's the best way for me to say that. There we go. I don't know what was going on. That sound, I don't like that. All right. He said, I never had to discipline kids. I just use my voice. Roxy says she's probably not a dominant. Bridget said, dominant is better, and I don't enforce rules. I just say it once, and they do it. Bridget, sometimes that's the best way to do things, my man. Okay. I think that we should be good now.
happen not to like. Oh my God.
I also don't like oysters,
you don't love
really.
oysters.
I like
Okay,
cooked oysters. I'm cool with that. I don't like raw oysters. I don't like uni.
Yeah.
I don't like a couple other things. I'm pretty adventurous, but that's kind of funny because it's like
in and out of the bedroom. You're probably more adventurous with your food.
Yeah, but no. I mean, but the funny
literally
thing,
eat anything.
But the funny thing about it for me is that it's like if you do want to play the game of like tracing it back to childhood, I really don't have any reason in my childhood that would seem to predict that I would actually be really into, like I would be really adventurous when it comes to food. Because in fact, I was very much the opposite as a kid. I was really, really picky. I barely ate anything. It was a problem. Like it was a serious problem. Like I would eat hot dogs and like green peas. That was like the only vegetable that I would eat. And maybe like potatoes or something. Like it was like, I just didn't want to eat any other things, and I didn't want to eat very much of them. And like that was almost like a trauma for me as a kid. Like it was bad. It was really bad. And, you know, so you would think, oh yeah, well, it's like, if it's like that, your experience as a kid with something then predicts the way you feel about it later on, like, then it would be like, oh, like I'm just a super picky eater, but I'm not. So, you know, yeah, it's just like Vanessa was saying, every now and then for someone, you can trace it back. For the most part, no, it just kind of is what it is. I mean, I would even say it's kind of like, you know, to think back to like when you started going through puberty and you started like getting really attracted to people, or, you know, maybe like attracted to celebrities or musicians or whatever. Like, why is it that you really liked one person and not another? Yeah. Right. Like it's kind of random. Like, yeah, I don't know. I was like 13. I was like, oh my God, Britney Spears is so hot.
I still didn't like nobody. Just how it is. I still didn't like nobody. I don't know what he's talking about.
But then, like, you know, I wasn't into, you know, a bunch of other people that other people thought were hot at the time. It was like, why was it that I gravitated towards her specifically? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm not into Britney Spears anymore, but, you know, there was a couple of years when I thought she was really hot when I was 13.
So yeah, bottom line, there isn't always an explanation, and we don't need to explain them for them to be valid. Like if it's something that you're curious about and interested in, like it's valid just because it is.
Also, even if you were able to trace it back to something and explain it, that's probably not going to make it go away. right? Like, I mean, I'm curious in your kind of like clinical experience, like working with people, in those cases where you traced it back, did it somehow like become less enticing
No, not
to
at
those
all.
people? I think it's like at that point, it's like you've been fantasizing about this thing for so long. It's something that really turns you on. It's not going to go away. It's kind of like how we don't, when we get married, we're attracted to our partner. We don't wake up one day and we're like, oh my God, I've completely lost all attraction to them. I'm not physically attracted to them at all. Like that doesn't happen because, like you said, these neurons have been wired together and fired together for so long.
There's been some really interesting research done by Justin Laymiller. He has a great book called Tell Me What You Want about fantasies. So he did a ton of research on asking people about their fantasies, and he came up with the 7 most common fantasies. And I thought this list is very interesting. Number 1 is multi-partner sex. So threesome and above. Number 2 is...
Why is multi-partner at the same time menage stuff? Why is that such a thing for people? It's not it shouldn't be a benchmark or a goal. Like, why is that such a thing? Like, is it something that you think is going to fulfill you? Is it something that you think is going to make you feel as if, you are on top of the world, that you're a king or a queen or a goddess or any of those things? Like, I need to know some opinions here. If y'all are for multi-partner, like all for it, and you want to do it all the time, or you want to experience it, I want you guys to put 3s in the chat. Just no 1 3, 1 single 3, 1 single 3. If you think it should just be you and one other person, put a 2 in the chat. Put a 2 in the chat. If it's just one-on-one, put a 2 in the chat. I know it's a lot of numbers, y'all. I know it's a lot of numbers. Forgive me for that at this time of night. But if it's just supposed to be 2 people, y'all put a 2. If it's 3 or beyond, just put 3. I don't want to know about the beyond. Just put 3. Okay, we got some answers. Let's see. Let's get them. All right. Thanks, Too Tight. I'm glad you can hear McKenna say your mic is trying to tell you to get a shirt on. McKinnon, it is not. Roxy, you're projecting. Okay. Roxy said you shouldn't speak for the mic. It's his mic. He might find the Godzilla mic if you're not careful. Say it's a growing thing. I'm betting because most people are not fully satisfied with their partner. I think most people more so end up with someone rather than finding their person. McKinnon, I agree wholeheartedly. Most people just pick one after sifting through some and saying this is the one I'll go with. Roxy said 2 people. It Too Deep said swinger kinks are crazy. Well, 369. Swinger kinks are intricate. Very intricate dynamics. 2, you did confuse me with the numbers. It happens sometimes. It really does. It happens sometimes. It's not something that like I'm proud of. I was not trying to confuse people with numbers. It just kind of turned up that way. So it kind of is what it is, I guess. But let's see what they have to say about threesomes and beyond.
Power, control, and rough sex. 3, novelty, adventure, and
She going real fast, but we're gonna let her go through these, okay? I might stop them and talk about them. Who knows? Power, control, and rough stuff. I get it.
variety. So what I thought was
I
interesting
don't even
about,
know this sounds like a kink.
Yeah, what I think is interesting about that is like it's a very like large grouping of things. Like it's not a specific act. It's just this idea of people fantasize about doing new things, having adventure with their partner.
So it's kind of like like trying something new for the first time.
Yeah.
Like I think that there's something hot about that idea of like like this person is about to discover something.
Yeah. Number 4 is taboo and forbidden sex. So you specifically get turned on because you feel like you're not supposed to be turned on by something. 5 is passion, romance, and intimacy, which I thought was so sweet. Like I think sometimes most of the time we think of kink and fantasy as being these like really intense over the top things, but like
that's because a lot of the times they are. And let's talk about this too. There are so many people that do not have a real grasp of what they're actually talking about. They hear people say things and they have people giving opinions. They're not talking to people that are in the communities. They're not talking to people who live it as a lifestyle. This is mostly talking about people who play. And there's a very big difference between living the lifestyle and playing. In Too Deep, you might know what I'm talking about here. Some of the stories that you've told. In Too Deep, if you're not busy, you are welcome to join me on the show tonight. Is that something that you're interested in? I'm gonna put this in the chat for In Too Deep. Into Deep. Here you go, man. If you're not in too deep, I'm not asking you to come up here. I put it in the chat for you, In Too Deep, if you want to come up and talk a little bit more about your expertise in this. And sometimes a dialogue is good. You know what I'm saying? Normally I wouldn't have, somebody on the show, but In Too Deep is pretty knowledgeable about a lot of this stuff, as so it seems. And if he wants to come and talk about it, he can. If not, we're gonna keep it rolling.
A lot of people just straight up fantasize about being romantic with their partner, like making out. It's very cute. 6 was non-monogamy and partner sharing, and 7 is erotic flexibility and gender bending. Then he also polled people about why they fantasize. And I thought this list was fascinating. There are 12 different reasons on this list, which is pretty interesting. Like, I think most people, if you'd ask, like, well, why do you think people fantasize? They'd be like, just to get turned on or it's sexy. But listen to all these different reasons. To experience sexual arousal, yes, because you're curious about different sexual experiences and sensations, to meet unfulfilled sexual needs, to temporarily escape reality, to express or fulfill a societally taboo sexual desire, to plan out a future sexual encounter, to relax or reduce anxiety, because you're bored and don't have anything else to do. That was literally 40% of people. To feel more sexually confident, to meet unfulfilled emotional needs, to block out distractions during sex, and to compensate for an unattractive or undesirable partner. That one's rough.
That was reported by
only-
12% of people.
And then there were also questions about people asking, like, what's the difference between a fantasy and a kink? And when do you know if it's like something that you actually want to do in real life versus something that you just want to fantasize about? So we'll just run through this quickly. Like, there aren't hard and fast.
Yes, let's talk about this. In Too Deep is in the building. What's up, In Too Deep? How you doing, man? Y'all make some noise for Into the Deep. How you doing?
I can't complain. Yourself?
I'm doing pretty good, my man. I mean,
I can't complain. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, my man. I mean, so one of the questions that was brought up in today's episode is, does dynamics like this fuel intimacy? He must have the wrong headphones on.
Okay.
You got the right ones on this time?
I got my Bluetooth on.
Okay. Not bad. So Into the Deep, one of the things that we wanna ask tonight is, do dynamics fuel intimacy, and is the culture, the BDSM community, what's the difference between the kink community and the BDSM community? Do you know?
Hold on a sec. Hold on. I don't know what's up with this. Hold on.
Into Deep is having audio issues, everybody. Don't worry, he's gonna get them solved.
For whatever reason. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Okay, cool. That's all. That's good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, I thought we might have had a delay for a second.
It's hella low, and I was trying to put. I'm trying to put my Bluetooth on.
Like scientific definitions here, but in general, we tend to use the word fantasy in the sex therapy world to mean anything that you imagine or picture that turns you on. And
okay, that's a good spot to stop. All right, Into the Deep. So we got a question, Into the Deep. Do you know what the difference is between the BDSM community and the kink community?
I do.
Talk to us about it. Let me get your opinion. Toast to the crowd for the nightcap. You know what I'm saying? I know you got a little hibiscus tea over there right now, right?
Yeah. Rosemary.
There we go. Rosemary. There we go.
So, what? Hold on a second. All right. So, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, growing up in the 90s, you experience things a little bit different than it's out in the open, right? Back in the day, it used to be under the table or underbelly. And my proximity, I've always lived around.
You have real bad feedback right now.
Hold on, let me call right back in.
No problem.
All right.
You know, I'll talk a little bit about it before anything else. Yeah, I like the backgrounds. Don't y'all like the backgrounds? Yeah, go ahead and get that bad boy up there. I believe there's a very big difference between the kink community and the BDSM community. I think they're interlined and intertwined. Excuse me. I think they're intertwined, but they're not the same. I think most of the kink community just plays in it. I really do. I think they have a little bit of fun. They dabble here and there, and they're not really a part of it. You know, they don't really go to any events. Not that you really want to, you know, but there's plenty of online discourse about how to handle certain things inside the community. Well, you have the kinksters. The kinksters kind of just, you know, they have a thing they want to do for a while, and they don't want to do it anymore. I don't blame them for it. I'm not saying anything is wrong with it. I'm just saying it's not a part of the lifestyle. It's not. It's not a part of the lifestyle. I mean, people might say, "Oh, you haven't done all the crazy stuff." I have not done all of the crazy stuff. No, I have not. I am a human being, though. And on top of being a human being, you know, I do prefer to study things, especially things that are somewhat interesting. And this definitely is. You can't if you're a tightwad. First of all, if you're a tightwad, I don't know why you're watching my show because I do things the way that I want to do them, and that's the only way I do them. Do things the way that I want to do them. But if you're not a tightwad and you know you're just somebody that's repressed, I understand that too. There's a whole lot of guilt that might go along with talking about these types of things, whether you're doing them or not. There might be some good old guilt that comes and pops into your head just from having a conversation about it. Let's hope that's not the case. I hope that's not the case. But if it is the case, it's the case. You know, until he gets back, why don't we have a little bit more of this video and see what they're talking about?
And we use kink to express when something feels more central to your sexual experience. Like it has to be a part of the experience for you to feel sexually fulfilled.
As more of a lay person, like the way that I was almost thinking about this was like, okay, well, a fantasy is obviously something that's coming up over and over in your head, something that you're curious about, and then maybe even something that you try with a partner. Mm-hmm. Like, hey, I've been fantasizing about having a threesome. Like, you know, maybe let's fantasize about.
I think first of all, if you're going to be having a partner, you should probably talk to them about what your fantasies are pretty early. I don't think that, especially if you're married to your fantasies, if you guys understand what the concept of being married to something is, or something that's not easily broken. So it's like, for example, if let's say that I like to, I don't know, eat ice cream on Thursdays, and every Thursday, you know, I wanted to have ice cream on Thursday. I'm not saying that's the case. I'm not even saying that I had ice cream today. What I'm saying is, we wanted to have ice cream on Thursdays. And I was with somebody that didn't want me to have ice cream on Thursdays. They didn't want to go get ice cream with me. Then I have two choices to make. I either find someone that wants to go get ice cream with me on Thursday, or, you know, I have no ice cream. That's how it works. Now, are you going to communicate that? Are you going to do what you want to do? These are all different parts and different rules that are embedded inside of a community. Now, if you don't follow any of those rules, then you're just somebody that dabbles. You're a visitor to the community. You might be a frequent visitor to the community, but you're still a visitor and you're still a guest. You are, 100%. Let's see. McKenna said he's not saying that's the case, and yet it was highly specific, and it is, in fact, Thursday. It is not Thursday. It is Friday, McKinnon. What state are you in? It's Friday where I'm at. Into the Deep. Welcome back to the show. How you doing, man?
Good. And it's still Thursday where I'm at. I'm in Arizona.
Oh, okay. So this is now the TezDown nightcap from the future into the past.
Okay.
Welcome back to the show, Into the Deep. And the question that I asked you and where we've been going is there a difference between the BDSM community and the kink community? And where do they interline and intertwine?
Well, there's an actual order of things where McKenna made a valid point where there's the master and the slave, and then there's the dom and the sub. So there's societies on your level of sexual promise, promiscuity, excuse me, I should say, or proclivity would be, I think would
And
be
too
a better
deep,
word.
by the way, this how you know I'm good at what I'm doing. I just fixed your
Uh-huh.
mic without you even realizing it.
I now hear it. It's not on my Bluetooth before,
Yeah,
but now I can hear you.
I took care of that for you.
Okay, cool. So, so anyway, the difference would be is if you're part of like a society, and that's where the slave and dom come. The master and the dom are different. A dominant is somebody who is the one who's the aggressor or the instigator of certain sexual dominance, versus a master is trying to control the mind of the slave and their movement and their way of I'm trying to keep it good for YouTube, so I apologize. I'm trying to look for words that
You
I'm
know
not
what?
gonna.
Let me tell you what happened, right? So
Okay.
So what I found out is that you can say those things. That's number one. And number two, what I
Okay.
also know is Club Shay Shay ruined any chance that I had at monetization with that freaking song in there. So I'm gonna have to go edit it out anyway. So if you say something crazy,
Okay.
it'll be on the edit and the re-up. But here's the thing, right?
Right.
So, let's just say I know some people that know some people, and they also know some people, right? And I've had some good conversations in my life.
Right.
Why is it that when you talk to people who have a great understanding of things, they sound more like a dominant, whereas people who don't tend to have a greater understanding of things tend to be more on the master side?
It depends. I think experience. Your experience is going to make a difference. Like I got put into the game by a woman, let's put it that way, where my situation is where I was young. I was probably like 19. I was straight green in the military. And then I ended up going to this club, and then I got ringed into this thing, and it changed the outlook of how I look at sexual intercourse, let's say, right?
Yeah.
So it gave me my fetishes as well. So
So what you're saying is they were developed over time.
yeah, because you'll get with a dominant female. If you get with a dominant female, because that's what happens, you get with a dominant female young. They get you young. That's the reason why you see women who go after like what's her name? Who is with that basketball player? I can't remember her name.
You talking
Deidre. Deidre something. Starts with a D. Drea. So
Drea.
she was a sub at one point, right? And then as women age, vice versa, men, they were a sub. There was sub, or let's say they played the slave, and then they turn around, they want to be the master now, or they want to be a dom. So it all depends on the dominatrix side. But at the end of the day, she's the one who's women of that age group typically can't do that to a man of my status or a man of your status, because we know better. You ain't putting it on me. I'm gonna put it on you first, right? So when you're younger, you're more susceptible to that. So that's the reason why you see these women that talk about men go after women because of their age, just because they don't know as much. So experience makes the difference.
I would say that experience does make all the difference. Mm-hmm. There are far too many fake dominants and fake submissives that are out there that are gleaning off of these cultures.
Yeah.
And I have found from my research that the majority of the phonies tend to be on the master slave side of things. But what I've come to find out is the majority of, let's just call them, that's not even a good way to say that. There is no good way to say that.
No, there isn't.
Let's just call him. Let's just call him. No, I can't say that. I can't call him that. Hold on.
What was that video we watched with the
no,
dude,
I got
the Rodney dude? Remember in court? Okay,
Remember pineapples?
Yeah. That's right. It was.
Yes, pineapples.
Mm-hmm.
If the pineapples don't really deal in master slave dynamics, and the Kinksters do, but they claim to be pineapples because on the surface,
right,
the pineapples and the Kinksters are the same, right?
Because it all depends. Because I would say if you're playing on the master side versus the dom side, the master is not looking for the sexual gratification. He's looking for the control, or she is looking for
Power,
the control.
right? The control.
The dominant factor is the ability to control someone's mind and movement at the same time. So it all depends on where you're at with it. Like I have a kink, like my kink would be feet, let's say a foot fetish, right? That's not necessarily a dom or a sub kind of situation. It would be more of a control thing. And then you would have to get with a woman who's willing to allow you to do that with their feet. So it's not the same. Now, once I do get her comfortable, like Roxy was saying, it's about the trust. Once I find a way to get that person or that woman, because I don't do anything else other, but once I get that woman into what I'm into, it's a totally different scenario, because then she'll submit because she knows and trusts what I got going on. So there's that aspect, but then there's also some guys take it too far with the leashes and all kinds of other crazy stuff that I got to see, and I was like, whoa, that's interesting.
So, I see you mentioned an interesting dynamic, but you didn't necessarily use the word.
Mm-hmm.
But that it is this the act of collaring.
Right. Yeah.
Now, what you just mentioned was that most of the guys that are in the M&S, they grab leashes and all this other stuff, right? Here's the thing, but the collaring ceremony is not really supposed to be about who owns who.
It's levels.
You know what I mean? Like,
there's levels to
the
it.
first thing is they're supposed to submit willingly, right? And then ask the dom. Whoever is the sub is supposed to ask the dom for the collar. It's not supposed to be the other way around. Like, he shouldn't walk into a room with it and say, "Put this on." It's not one of those things that should happen.
Well, it's just like it's like grooming. It's a groomer, right?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
The pineapple. So it depends on where you're at. I think we might not need to confuse because the dom and the master versus the sub and the slave. Those are totally different arenas, but they're under the same banner as a kink. Yeah. The pineapple, I guess, right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, they have elements of this. I feel as if, but human nature plays a role in a lot of this. And if you see something that you like, but it's not necessarily something that you're actually into, you might lean more to their side to get their attention.
I find that happens quite often. I think a lot of men today versus it's different for today, because like I put in the chat, like most subs don't talk. Slaves don't talk unless spoken to. So if a woman is telling you, well, I got to have XYZ before, you're not even in the lifestyle. You're just talking that lifestyle stuff. You have to be coaxed into a position. You're not something that it would be interesting to someone who's already experienced that on a higher level. So they wouldn't even put you into their repertoire. I wouldn't.
I would say the same. I mean, by the time that they find out that you're not really who you say you are, what happens next? Especially if you've already had experiences.
Exactly. But see, I think with women it's different than it would be for men, because a woman can appreciate a man who knows what he's doing versus a man will start getting self-conscious with a woman who knows way too much.
Why do you think that is?
I couldn't tell you. Like I said, I started off as a sub, So I can't tell you any different.
Are you saying that you switch down the line?
Yeah, you get older. Like I said, it's levels to it. Like I was naive. I could get women naturally. I didn't have to worry about it. I was like you. I was vain. I would never have a I live in Arizona. There's no reason for a shirt. Period. At all.
Yeah.
I would walk outside and, no drawers and sweatpants. You know what I'm saying? Like I was about that life. You know what I'm saying? And if you like what you see, it's all about it. And so if you get my drift, most women be like, my mom be like, you need to go put some underwear on. I was like, why are you paying attention to what I got going on over here? You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, like, I'm my dad's son. My dad used to walk around butt ass naked, and then I'd have people studying in the living room because I wasn't allowed in the back of my room. And you got these girls sitting there going, and mouth drops to the ground, and my dad was like, did you say you had any company over? I just didn't even think I needed to say anything. And then he walked back in the room, and guess what happened? All damn day, I'm getting, hey, would you like to come and study? I want to come and study at your house. I'm like, I bet you do. Anywho, now that would be disgusting and nasty, right? My dad would catch a charge right now. And so that's how it was back in the day. So I don't know. I don't play in this circuit just because unless there's an NDA with all these people talking and the internet, oh hell no.
You don't think it's for you?
No. No, I got too much to lose. I got finance. You already know. I shouldn't even have to tell you.
I mean, there's websites for the type of places that you probably should be on.
Nah, I'm on a paper chase to 65, bro.
Okay.
And so I've got all that out of my way. I leave that to the younger men. And you know what's funny? I'll tell you this. My biggest thing is waitresses and bartenders.
Tell me more.
All right. I'll give you an example. Like I used to go to the casino quite a lot, right? I go up to the casino. I sit at the bar. I put that platinum business Amex down. The platinum one where it doesn't have a limit.
I just got upgraded to platinum. I'm only having this part of the conversation. Number one, normally I would never say anything like that on this show.
Okay.
It's a nightcap.
Right. You had a couple.
And I've been live for almost 80 minutes.
Okay.
And as you guys are well aware of, I am a connoisseur of very good bourbon. As you guys can see, you can get you some Town Branch.
That's a good one.
Very good.
That's a good one.
I like it for obvious reasons.
It gets you good. It gets you mellow. I will tell you this. When I used to drink, I stopped drinking about 5 years ago, but this would work all the time, pretty much, because I would go where I'm going to the same watering hole where I could fish off the pier. If I see something nice, I say, hey, I need you to go over there and run some what we call a rover mission. Ask them what they're drinking, whatever. It's on me. I can write it off if it's wine or beer because it's a business expense. So most time women are drinking wine and beer. I don't mess with too many women that are drinking beer. If she's drinking wine, I find out what kind of wine she's drinking. Then I buy her a bottle. That's it. And then the waitress is going to get tipped. The bartender is going to get tipped. Everybody's making money. That girl's going to be like, he must be balling. I'm not saying I'm balling, but some people would say that's a simp because I'm spending money on the drink. That's my era though. That's what we did back in the day. So y'all making it too easy for me.
I need to input. If you like something and you have the means, why would you not take care of it? I like to say this. I'm a father of a daughter. That is no secret. I've talked about this on multiple occasions on multiple channels.
I'm with you. I'm a father as well of a daughter.
And one of the things that I tell my daughter when she gets things from me is pretty things for pretty girls. Pretty things for pretty girls. Because she always says, "Oh, that was so nice that you got me this, da, da. I love it. It's beautiful." Pretty things for pretty girls, Gracie. You know? So, that being said, I can't call you a simp because you took care of, really what really wasn't an expense or even a minor inconvenience. Now, if you're someone who doesn't have the means to spend any money, if you're someone who doesn't work hard or have the ability to replace the money that you spend, if you don't even have a job and you're going to go buy lavish things, then yes, you have problems. But if you have a job, at the very least, I mean, that's your entertainment budget, isn't it? Don't you have an entertainment budget?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
As long as within means, right?
Yeah. And so here's the thing: if and this is probably like a nuanced way of looking at things, but if you are a man who has I don't know, you has a woman that you fancy, and your entertainment budget, let's say your entertainment budget is like $500 a month, right? Let's just say that was what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And you fancy this woman, why couldn't you not include buying her, some new shoes as part of that entertainment budget? But here's the thing about this: you're not just buying her new shoes to buy her new shoes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have a certain aesthetic that I look for or go for when it comes to me being myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so if I'm going somewhere and I want to theme it around the aesthetic that I have, I might just buy her, a pair of shoes or a dress. I may, if she doesn't have it already, obviously. But what I'm saying is like, there are some things that I don't think are simping. I think that you want a certain type of experience, and the way to get that certain type of experience is to smooth it out because she has probably no desire to do what you're asking her to do. She just wants to be around you. So
everybody has their threshold. Mine ended with drinks and going up to the room. So if you ain't trying to go up to the room,
What I'm saying is like, this is not just picking up women.
Sure.
You might be dating this person, but when I say dating this person, I mean y'all are ace boon coons.
True.
Y'all
yeah, but see that's friend zones. Like, I put women in friend zone now.
Well,
it's
I'm not
interesting
talking about the friend zone.
Yeah.
I'm saying like you in there, like so you blowing her back out type stuff.
Right. Okay.
Like, if you blow her back out, you can definitely buy her something to eat.
Of course, yeah. If it's a regular thing, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, leave my 304s alone. I don't mind paying a cell phone bill. I don't mind filling up your tank of gas if you come over and want to hang out with me at the casino, at the hotel for the weekend. There's not a problem with whatever you got going on to come over and hang out. Because I'm not trying to keep it. I'm just trying to entertain it for the weekend. And that's what it is.
One of those people like you?
Of course. I only mess with other freaks. I don't mess with a square. What's the point?
So
wasting my time.
Yeah, you're not trying to put a square peg in a round hole.
I want someone who's already experienced. I don't need like y'all talking about having too many miles. Bring them over here.
So well, that's the other dynamic. So most of the community kind of understands that if you're hyper because you were born that way, then let's face the facts. There are people who are hypersexual, and I don't think there's a problem with that, especially if you were born that way. There's the U.S. Journal of Medicine, and we talked about this before, has already said that if you're not horny, you're not healthy.
Right.
So,
right. Especially at my age.
Right, and you would say the hornier the better because that means you're the most healthy, right? If you find a lady or a guy that's always down to go, that means they're probably pretty healthy. That's not a detriment to character.
It's not a detriment. I would say ages make a difference. When you're 20, 21, you're going to do stupid things for it. I don't do those things anymore. Mine's more methodical. I'm going to tell the girl or the woman or whoever I'm trying to speak to that, hey, this is what I'm about. And if you're not with it, go about your business. I'd rather just tell the truth and let you go about your business. Now, I remember when I was 20, I wouldn't tell nobody nothing. I'd be like,
there is a marked difference between being someone who is down for the cause, number one, but
Mhm.
also very forward in what they expect or
Right.
what they're searching for. This is
Right.
the situation that I brought up a little bit earlier, whether someone is looking for a dominant, but they find a master because the master is masking as a dominant. And then they get their lives messed up because of it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Because think
I
about
can
it.
see that.
Think about it. A dominant, like this is actually interesting because I hardly ever talk to men who started out as submissives.
Right.
But here's the thing: there are far more men who start out as submissives and stay submissives than will actually admit to it. That's the other thing.
Right. Because that dude that was talking to the chick with the blue hair, he's definitely not a dom. Because he wouldn't allow her to keep talking. I mean, I understand that's what the
No, we all said
conversation.
that. We all
Yeah.
said that. We all said,
Yeah.
first of all, this is a good video to watch, but at the same time, there is no way that she has just been submissive in her life because she would
Oh yeah,
never,
she's a dom for
no,
sure.
she would never say these things.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
I bet you he likes to get pegged though.
I mean, that is it. So here's the thing about this.
You look like the type.
That's
You look
actually
like.
part of the show. So I'm not trying to go straight to that, but we're gonna definitely hit this. Because
Oh man.
I got a little bit more time. I'll probably give everybody about 20 more minutes. We definitely
All
gonna
right.
explore this a little bit.
Together. And then like maybe you try it out once and you're like, okay, cool, that was fun. Like I don't need to go do this every month to feel sexually fulfilled. Whereas it would cross into kink territory if it's like, oh, this is something, you know, and honestly, I think this is something that's unlikely to develop like midway through your sex life. I would think, like, I feel like, you know, often a kink is something you've been thinking about over and over, whereas often a fantasy is like, oh, huh, I saw something in a movie.
One person at a time. I do not like when we're having these types of conversations
Mm-hmm.
and someone bucks the role unless that's their dynamic. That kind of just irked me a little bit.
With who? The guy?
No, because like
she's a sex therapist though, and that's his wife.
So basically, he's her sub.
I wouldn't say that. I would just say he's not living a dom life for sure.
I like the way you move into deep. I really do.
Movie
he's
that
not
kind of piqued my curiosity.
He's
now
undercover.
I'm thinking about it a bit, and I think often with that, it's like, okay, you try and it's like, okay,
he's
cool,
a little
that
nasally.
That was fun. Maybe we will do this every now and then, but it doesn't feel like I need this in order to feel fulfilled.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, you know, a kink might be something that you're wanting to come back to over and over and over again, and it kind of feels like this is what sex needs to be for me.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like how we say, you know, for most women, sex needs to incorporate touching the clitoris in order to, or stimulating the clitoris in order for it to be enjoyable. That's sort of like a, you know, I don't know, a physiological kink, so to speak, right? Like it's just a physiological fact that this is what women need in order to feel pleasure during sex. And a kink is almost sort of like an emotional version of that, where it's like I need to do it in a certain way in order to really like get the full satisfaction out of the experience.
Interesting. But yeah, again, it's not like a hard and fast thing. Like it's, you know, you might still be able to experience, you know, enjoyment and pleasure without the kink, but that's just kind of like a rough way of expressing it. And then, yeah, between fantasy and an actual desire, like I think of fantasy as something that we just like to play with in our heads that feels arousing and turned on, whereas a desire is something that we actually want to do in real life. So it's very common to fantasize about things that you don't actually want to do in real life. Like that's part of the fun of it, is that you're playing with it in your head. You know, you would never.
I don't know, man. I don't know about that. I think we want to hit that real quick. Do you think that it's healthy to fantasize about things that you never want to do in real life?
I think it's a waste of my time. I don't want to say what other people want to say, but to be honest with you, I do what I want to do with the woman, period. And if she's not down for it, then I'm not messing with her. I'm not even going to try to catch a charge. You know what I'm saying? So it's like pointless. So for him, what he's saying, he was talking about we and satisfying her, not taking. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't. He wasn't really like. He wasn't really taking a dom stance where I'm going to do this to you versus what he has to do what she likes. So that just lets me know that he's a crossover. He could, he might like it. He could be a cuck too. You never know.
We about to find out, Anthony.
He sound like he sound like a dude that I've because you know being a bull is kind of fun. Just gonna say that out loud. Just saying, it's kind of fun, you know.
Hey, cheers.
You got me.
Momo, I hope you're not watching the show, Momo.
I hope she's feeling better. I hope she's feeling better.
She said she was feeling a little bit better. She was supposed to. Momo was supposed to be a co-host tonight, y'all.
Oh.
So I put the show back a couple of days. I've had this show. I've had this show scheduled since about Monday.
I was looking at. I was like, wait, hold on. We got two dudes over here talking. I'm like, wait. I'm letting know I like ladies only, fellas. Be on here trying to act crazy.
Yeah, I've had this show scheduled since about Monday. Momo was supposed to be here. So if you're new to the show, you might not understand what's going on right now.
Like, why is he talking about this? Why are you guys talking about this?
This show is called The Nightcap. I am Tez. This is the TezDown, and we do a lot of different things on this channel. I mean, the sports unscripted, culture unfiltered, but at the same time, I'm an adult human being. I work a lot. I practice a lot. I train a lot, and I don't have a lot of time for communication with the outside world, and this is how I get it out. I don't really like to use the other social medias. I do use them, but it's usually my accomplishments and the things that I've done. I don't really post anything personal there. And let me tell you, the Nightcap is a fun place because number one, we're all just off of work or at work. Some of you are at work listening right now, and if you didn't know what a Nightcap is, it's an adult beverage. You have one. As you can see, mine is coming to an end, which means that I'm probably the most unhinged version of me that I'm going to be on YouTube. So,
the sophisticated crash out.
Yeah, I'm calm, I'm collected, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm definitely cool because I'm not wearing a shirt. So,
that's my only beef with you right now. I'm like, hey man, I'm not mad at you. Do you? It's your show. I'm just here to add experience and wisdom.
Like,
no, I'm not.
Let me tell you,
I'm not like McKenna.
Look,
I'll let you do
these
you.
tattoos were expensive, and you know what? The only time that people get to see them is when I'm on the beach. And unfortunately, this year, I don't think that's gonna happen. I might end up in a very cold place playing one of the final games of my career. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Wow.
I don't think it's
Congrats.
the final game, but I think it's one of the final games. I mean, there's not too many things you can do after you become a Hall of Famer. Nothing really. No, we're not going to turn that on. What the heck? No, there's not too many things that you can say or do after becoming a Hall of Famer. Like my Hall of Fame ring is pretty nice. It's just been sitting here.
Right.
It's been sitting here because I'm not done. You know what I mean?
Right. I watched a lot of your games. Actually, you got a few games on there.
I'm good, right? I'm good, right?
Hey, I'm not like, because at first I was like, what team? I don't follow sports anymore, right? But you're a throwback, and I like that. I like the fact that you make contact. You're not trying to duck and dive on motherfucker. You're just like, let me run you over real quick.
I have so much fun with my style. I've been like this my entire life.
Yeah.
This is what, the league saw me, and I had some fun. You know what I'm saying? And then everything else came down from arena football to representing the country for the last few years. In not the twilight, but I don't see it that way. I feel like, to be honest, I'm still getting better at a lot of things. You know what I mean? The speed is still there, which is probably surprising to most people. The speed is still there, and the physicality though. But I'm more about the physicality on the field than I am about the speed. And I'm not saying the speed is not there. I ran track. You know what I mean? Like, I ran track for Team USA. I won lots of medals. I had a real good time. I got to travel a lot for Team USA track and field. And now being able to do it for Team USA football, it's like football's global. We're having a
Right.
great time, you know what I mean? And then I get to just do my thing. And
Right.
it's fantastic. But the thing that I like is I do like putting hands on people on in the sports.
Oh, I bet.
Put paws on them. You know what I mean? Like I'm glad that I didn't know that you had watched the games, but I'm glad that you see
Yeah,
that.
you know, I research all you guys. Like In Too Deep is the name for a reason. I research everybody. If we've talked or messaged, I'm looking the back end because I don't trust people. I already told you we had that discussion. I trust myself, but I will never trust anybody. I only trust what I see and what I can control. And so, you know, when you do deep dives on people, I don't really do it to be mean. It's just it's part of what I do anyway. So it's kind of part of the curriculum that I'm creating right now. But at the end of the day, when I was watching it, because you know I played football too. I tore my Achilles heel. This is we're talking about '96.
Yeah.
And so that ended back then. You get an Achilles tear for a running back, it's a wrap. You're done.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so
That's actually what I thought happened to me in Denver. I don't know if you
Okay.
if you looked back that far, but
I
in
didn't.
Denver, I thought
I didn't.
I had hurt my Achilles. Instead, it was a fractured ankle and a fractured femur.
Wow. Well, that's
Um,
good that you got the
I got
speed
gator
still.
rolled. Like the dude literally grabbed. I was standing straight up. The dude grabbed my legs, and then he went to one leg, and he used all of his power to twist it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Don't
then
they outlaw those kind of tackles though, or
gator
just
rolls are
the
not
different?
gator rolls are not legal anymore.
Okay.
Horse collar tackles are not legal.
Right.
Anything with the animal name is probably not legal anymore.
Probably.
You know?
I seen the one where you went to Costa Rica. You guys played the Costa Rican team.
Yeah, the Costa Rica Bowl. So that
Yeah.
was the second most important football game on Super Bowl Sunday, other than the Super Bowl. It was the second most important game in the world. And it's funny because there's a lot of people that have gotten upset about that, and they're like, "Well, you played in the second most important game in the world. Doesn't that
At
mean
least
something?"
people are just gonna hate anyway. First and foremost, you're getting paid to play something that most people couldn't even make in high school. They didn't make the team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then they're gonna try to tell you something about what you did. Like, what the hell is wrong with that? It's crazy.
Well, it's funny because like we bring a championship back to the United States, and then I don't know if you got to see most of Greece, but
No,
in
I
Greece,
didn't see the Greece part, but
when you get the chance, we played multiple games in the World Games, which everybody knows what the World Games, the Olympics adjacent. They are ran by the same
Right.
committee. We won the gold medal in Greece last year. And we defended another title in Hawaii in December afterwards.
Okay.
So in the span of 1 year, we defeated Costa Rica 4 times because they're the second best team in the world.
Okay.
The
I
Costa
don't
Rican-
know too much about the league. I just when
Well,
I
it's
was
just the,
Googling you, yeah.
It's just the what do you call it? It's just the international league. It's by
Right.
league, it's the same as like countries. You know what I'm saying? Germany, Costa Rica, America,
They
Australia.
do it for high school. They have a high school one now that they're trying to
They
run
do.
too.
They have it. They have it. They
Right.
got the boys got destroyed by Japan last year.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
We-
Like
and-
I'm into that kind of stuff because I'm into the youth football, and one of the things that I'm working on right now is the NIL deals and making sure that they're literate of their contracts. I created an app that reads contracts, but anyway, the social media aspect, because that's how they get noticed and get brands now. Schools are looking for people that have good social media
Yeah.
presence. So that's another thing that I work with kids. So it's like, hey, this is how you want to do things, you know. And I was telling Souls that too, and I sent him something, and I was showing him all the different streams and stuff like that. But you guys are rocking it. You guys are doing quite well, and especially with I like how you handled that viral situation, and then you turned around and I don't know why it got deleted, but I don't know if you had something.
Well, there's a reason behind it. It's not deleted.
Oh, okay, but
it's not
I don't know if you got copyright struck or something like that.
No, nothing. None of that.
But I know what you did it for, and I was just like, oh, I see what you're doing. Like
Yeah.
because I was watching your numbers, and I was like, hey,
there's been
22 million. What the?
There's been 0 penalties from it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I would have ran with that shit. I would have run it back. I would have ran it. I would have ran it.
It's still there, but the problem is that all of my videos are going viral every day.
Right.
And YouTube is running some software right now.
Mhm.
It is trying to remove bots. It removed 94% of IShowSpeed's numbers the other day. He did I believe it was 3 million views, and they took him down to like 1 million views.
Because they don't want to pay.
Yeah. So when I hit like I think 35 million.
Yeah, I think it was close to it.
I believe it was 35 million views that week. YouTube tried to shut my page down for a little bit, and they didn't shut it down. Obviously, I was still going live every day. They didn't shut it down, but they did give me a couple of months to wait for monetization. So I got like a couple weeks. I got like a couple more weeks left on it, and then they go ahead and give it to me. Into Deep is brought up an impasse of the show, and we're not done with the show today. You know, we're gonna give you guys a little bit of something while we talk about, you know, Into Deep. Please tell them what is scrolling at the bottom of my screen right now. Seeing it's like you normally do it in the chat anyway.
How to get in hold of you? You have the NIGHTCAP with TezDown, and then you can do the super chat with the not super chat, excuse me, Cash App. And then you can also hit the email too as well. It's scrolling down at the bottom. I'll definitely put the links within the chat here. I'm definitely not mad. Go ahead and reach out to him and let him know that Into Deep was putting his name out in the ether. So you can go and subscribe to his channels as well. And it looks like Tez is back. Your drink is refilled, sir.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Why don't y'all go ahead and shout out
Classic.
We got a whole bunch. Oh yeah, those are all you. Okay, what's up, Roxy? How you doing? Okay, everybody in the chat, we got to continue on to where we were talking about. And one of the things that we're definitely talking about today is the kink world versus the BDSM community. You know, what it means. And let's just talk about some of these Into Deep. Let's go.
Thank you, Remy, for sponsoring this episode. This episode is sponsored by Spun. Splash Blanket is offering okay, so next question. Now we're getting more into the questions about like specific fantasies and scenarios that are coming up for people.
Huh? Yeah, man.
By far and away, the most common question was about cuckolding.
Mm-hmm. Surprise, surprise.
What's the deal with cuckolding?
What the hell is cuckolding, Vanessa?
Okay. So cuckolding typically happens in male-female relationships where the woman has sex with another man and her partner watches the two of them have sex.
Now, how is, and I feel like because this is having a cultural moment, we have to differentiate. What's the difference between cuckolding and hot wifing?
Okay. Typically, the way that people use those phrases.
Whoa, did he just say hot wifing?
Hot wifing. Yeah, that's an interesting one.
We're gonna have to talk about. As a matter of fact, okay.
Just let him play. Let it play. Let it play.
We're gonna have to because
so it's the same scenario where you have a male-female couple and she's having sex with somebody outside of the relationship.
Man.
In hot wifing, that tends to be more that like the male partner is enjoying watching it. He thinks
he's
it's just
giving
like,
his wife to another man. Look how I want you to see how great she is.
Yeah, I want you to get to enjoy her.
It's kind of like a super positive vibe cuckold.
And then cuckolding, people tend to use it in the way where there's a little added layer of humiliation around it. So it's
for the man.
Is there humiliation in cuckolding in 2D?
For who? The guy?
The guy. Is he being humiliated? But like, is it like, okay, so let's stop for a second.
Depends on the female, I would say.
Well, here's the thing. Let's stop for a second, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that there are a lot of people who are engaged in the kink community who are only worried about degradation.
Yeah, you could say it that way.
They anything degrading is what actually turns them on. Now, do you think those people are leading lives in the community that are more fit for the betterment of the community, or do you think that those people are deviants who just happen to be a part of one section of the community?
I personally, my experiences in that arena, I would say the women were more dominant than the man, and he was doing it in order for her so he can make sure she was happy. Her happiness was more than his feelings.
There's no way that you can be a cuckold and be a dominant.
Of course, sure, for sure.
I don't,
And if any guy who thinks that is silly.
Yeah, I don't think you can be a dominant and be a cuckold at all. Like, for example, if you're not a unicorn, but if you're a bull, for example,
right,
go into that situation, he like half your job is to make sure that he feels like he's inadequate.
Oh yeah.
Now,
for
mind
sure,
you, there are equilateral relationships. You know what I'm saying? There are equilateral relationships where that
I haven't seen one though.
But again, I have not seen one. It is
I
usually
haven't.
usually turns into cuckold situations when there's another man involved. It does.
Hey, I'm just telling you, you don't want to go. You don't want to come in behind me. That's all. I'm just telling you, like right now.
What did you tell Souls the other day? Last
I
night?
said you don't want to come behind me. I'm telling you. I'm letting you know right now.
Yeah.
I'm letting you know right now. You don't want to be second.
Let's cook.
And who has to watch? Like
Yeah.
you're stuck in the corner. This is the classic like chair in the corner
Yeah.
of the room, the cuck chair.
Yeah.
Where it's like, bad boy, you sit in the corner and watch me get fucked by this other guy. Whereas hot liking is like,
He knows. He she got her head down like you already know what's up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't pound her out, bro. That's all there is to it.
There we go.
like, hey bro, like let my wife fuck you so you can see how great she is.
Yeah, a little bit. But yeah, I mean, oftentimes the humiliation can come.
Did we just
he wants to call it hot wifing for whatever reason. That's their coping mechanism.
Stop it. Get some help.
Oh yeah, I want to experience my wife. She's so great. Oh, I will. Trust me, I'm gonna let you know.
So they're hanging out, and then they see me by myself, not having a good day at the bar. And so, what happens when I come walking?
No. You're showing your chest tattoo, and she's, what's that?
You know what comes next, right?
Exactly.
Listen.
That's what happens. They start touching you all of a sudden. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Welcome down, Ken.
And he goes,
oh man,
he gonna be sitting, like he's sitting in that chair. Tell me he's not.
Oh, nigga, you know what's up? We kept the foul.
Listen, the hot wifing term I heard once, and I was like, that wouldn't be me. That could.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
That could not be me.
It couldn't be me.
It couldn't be.
Around like penis size, like the other guy who's having sex with the female partner is like he's bigger, and maybe she's making fun of her partner, like, oh, he's so much bigger, like he's fucking me so much better than you are. There's like a little element of humiliating the partner.
Yeah, I think there's probably a big element of humiliation in cuckolding.
Again, it's
why she holding your hand, dog?
Some people use the phrase cuckolding just to mean like you're watching your partner have sex with somebody else.
Oh,
or your partner is just having sex with somebody else. You're not necessarily watching. So people use these phrases in different ways, which can be a little bit confusing. But yeah, typically the way that it is used is that there's some amount of humiliation that's happening.
Yeah, I mean, I think the interesting thing about this is that if this is not a fantasy that you've ever considered, when you hear us describe this, you're probably thinking like, oh God, well, that sounds horrible. For the guy who's like being humiliated.
Does that sound horrible?
Hey, I'm just gonna say it. Just like, let me see your feet, girl. Let me see your feet.
Creative sitting in the corner. But if you talk to someone who is into any kind of humiliation type of fantasy, like they will say, like, yeah, no, like I get off on that humiliation. Like I enjoy it because I'm playing with different dynamic. Like, you know, it's in my everyday life. Like I'm not like going around just getting humiliated all the time. It's like not something I'm down on myself about. It's like, you know, it's like I'm playing with this opposite energy that feels exciting sexually to me. So if you talk to someone that is into this, they're not like, oh God, I have to go get cuckolded again tonight. Like, oh, yeah, I can't wait to be in my cup chair.
He knows. He knows.
Very excited about it. Yeah, and oftentimes you bring up a good point too. Like oftentimes in the bedroom, people like to channel energy that is very different from how they are outside of the bedroom. So,
yeah, so
a lot
often
of people
it's like he might be like a big boss.
Yeah, in a super powerful position, and then he enjoys.
I find that happens quite
play
often.
of being, you know, more submissive in the bedroom. So that happens very, very often. We also sometimes get questions about, like, a lot of times we hear about this from women saying, "My husband wants me to do this," and like I'm so disgusted, and why would he want to do that? And it feels.
Whoa! Once again, I think displaying the things that you are into with your partners, your girls, your wives, whatever you're into. I think that's a paramount way of doing things.
I'm gonna say this, fellas, if you're into that, that's cool. But I'm gonna tell you, that's opening up Pandora's box you will never get her back into, ever.
I think if you start doing that, y'all can't stop.
No, especially if she finds someone who's giving her the tingle. You know what I'm talking.
Well, here's the thing. So we could talk about this before we go back into this, right?
Sure.
So the cuckold situation is very similar to the threesome talk, is it not?
No.
Talk to us about it. Talk to us.
So I'll give you an example.
You've activated my trap card.
Okay, all right. So the cuckold situation is like she said. He's in the corner. He ain't allowed to join in. He has to watch this punishment. So that's what it is. It's punishment.
Hey, there's two types of cucks.
I don't know the other one because I'm
there's the one that they can only watch, and there's the one that's allowed to participate.
No, I'm not with that other one.
You know, there's the one that's allowed to participate, and there's the one that's allowed to participate with the guy.
No. I'm coming in there, punish her. Punish her. That's it. None of that.
Exit only status, Travis.
Hey, it's only going one-way traffic over here.
He gonna sit in the corner and he gonna shut up.
Hey, he can talk all he wants to. If you want to talk, she ain't gonna be able to communicate with you. All she gonna be looking at you like with her eyes closed half the time. You know what I'm saying? If she got some things to say, cool. It's whatever. You want to hold his hand? Go ahead, hold his hand. Do whatever you want to do, but just don't touch me because you're gonna. There's this thing called being a bull for a reason. I'm gonna charge you.
It's too deep. I got a question from Anonymous.
Okay.
Anonymous, how you doing? I hope you're enjoying yourself. Anonymous says, in too deep. What if he cries?
Oh, that's even better. I'm heartless. I'm listen. You like that? Yeah, right here, bro. You like that? Oh, you don't think I can do it faster? She over here going, shit, you got me fucked up. Excuse my French.
So what you said, look, okay. Guys,
you cry, hey, you cry. If you show any kind of disdain for what I'm doing, it's gonna make it go even worse for her. This is punishment. Like I said, punish her. That's what you're there for. Don't fuck around with it. Don't be trying to make love to that chick. Hey, she wants. Listen, I have never been in a situation. Where I want you to make love to my wife. Don't tell me what to do. I'm over here driving this fucking bus. You know what I'm saying? Don't get in my way. I'm over here making traffic. You know what I'm saying? We're going through this tunnel the way I want to go through it. And she gonna take whatever I'm giving. And then guess what? Can I see it tonight? Oh, surely can. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my way. What's going down? They got my favorite drink. They got all the stuff, the ambiance going. We sit there and chat for a little bit. Dude's over there like, what he doing here? You know why I'm here. You know what's up.
I'm not gonna lie. Ambiance is one of my favorite words. So okay, let's keep going.
There's code words. There's code words. You right.
There is.
There's safe words.
Like it feels insulting to the woman, but it's really not. Like it's not him. How do I describe it? Like it's not an insult to her. It's a really hot, sexy thing for him if he's into it. And or if it's like he's wanting to share her with other men because she's so sexy, she's so hot. He wants to see other people getting to enjoy what it's like to be with her. So it's not a like.
What you think about that in too deep? I don't look. Like I think it's different if we're talking about content, right?
Yeah.
Like if she sends you a video of something that she did in the past to let you know that she got game, I don't think that's the same thing as watching somebody do it while you sit in the corner.
So wait, I have to clarify this. So is it something that she's showing you because she wants you to emulate? Or she just showing you so she just saying, hey, I get down this way.
Okay, both.
Okay.
Both.
Hmm?
Like, okay, so what's better, right? Like, okay, let's say that that before, because you're
it's still not 12 o'clock yet. Are we good?
It's 1:45.
Okay. All right.
Everybody tells the truth after midnight.
Sure.
It's been after midnight for quite some time here.
I got 15 minutes, 16 minutes left. But go ahead.
We're definitely going to be going longer.
All right. Go ahead. Ask your question. I apologize for interrupting.
15 minutes is not enough time, and I'm just letting everybody know that right now. I don't care who you think you are.
We're gonna go in. Fuck it. Let's go.
So let's go back here, right?
All right.
So number one, being in the situation, you're going in there to destroy his wife.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. You remember that guy from years ago that went viral? What was his name? I'm something, and I'm here to your wife.
I can't remember, but I remember what you're talking about.
Yeah, you remember he went viral for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel as if in these situations, if you're not
I'm trying to remember his name,
putting it down, and you're not putting it down, and you open Pandora's box, your wife's gonna want to do this more often.
Of course, for sure. Especially if you meet at a club, the little gateway clubs is what they call. Yeah. And you got to watch out for the horse dudes, man.
The horse dudes? Explain.
Those are the dudes that are swinging low, and they knock your girl out. You ain't getting her back.
So
you lost her.
The question:
you lost her.
What if you were one of those guys?
I know I'm not, but at the end of the day, if I were, you ain't getting her back. I lost a few. I thought I could. I thought I was good. Get one of them horse dudes on him. It's a wrap. Especially if you have stamina, it's a wrap.
Hey, we call it stamina.
Stand him up, whatever. I don't care. You get let the horse dude come through, man. It's a wrap. He galloping away with your chick, like, honey, I'll be home later. She don't even want to be in the room because she doesn't want to share her excitement. That's how good it is.
I know you enjoy, the time that you spent as a bull. I will not confirm or deny.
Sure.
But I will say this.
Okay.
TezDown syndrome is a disease. It is real. And once you catch TezDown syndrome, well, you don't really recover. In some cases, that's perfectly okay. I will say, that number one, if you're the type of guy to where you think that you're going to be jealous, do not agree to this with your wife or your girlfriend.
Exactly.
We got to calm down.
Exactly.
Who's talking in here? Tons of Mice. What's up, Tons of Mice? I'm glad you're in here. But I don't know if you missed the mechanic.
My third wife wanted to do it.
I'll tell you, Tons of Mice has the most wives known to man.
I know, right? Third wife.
It's nice to see you, Tons of Mice. It is very nice to see you, Tons of Mice. Like I said before, Tons of Mice is awesome. Always has been. So I will say this, right? So if you're the guy, you go in and you told Souls the other night, you said, Souls, you don't want to come up behind me, man. It's not gonna be a good time for you. Because Souls said, what did he say?
He said, you just gotta learn how to do the basics. You gotta understand the basics. I'd be like, I'm in advanced class over here, man. I ain't trying to do no basics.
Like I said before, there ain't nothing wrong with being a vanilla gorilla, but you got to think about it. They got roses. They have prehensile devices that move on their own.
Right. I mean, once you start dealing with the toy apparatus and your cunnilingus is on point, you know what I'm saying? It's the erotic zones that you're hitting. Once you start hitting those bad boy, it's a wrap.
Long Live Meech Warrior said, "Yo, AB effed up the partnership with Dean over $750."
Who?
I don't know which AB.
AB who?
About. Right, because
like Antonio Brown.
That's what I was thinking, or Adrien Broner. Yeah.
Oh, Adrien Broner. Yeah.
He's right. He's right. That did happen. I haven't covered it yet. They covered it on No Middleman podcast, so I didn't have to cover it.
Yeah. He needs to stop drinking.
If he stopped drinking, he'll be fine. But he is training again. I don't know if you knew that. He is training again.
It doesn't do you no good if you're still drinking now.
That man drinks every day.
Yeah, it's not. He's not doing anything.
Tons of Mice says lithium batteries, FTW.
Nah, man, check this out.
I need to know. This is the adult show. Is that lithium batteries for the win, or lithium?
It depends.
The world.
It depends, because you have your self charging.
I kind of deal with the world more than anything else.
I guess, but they still have the. I like ion batteries. Ion batteries are good, but lithium will do. I'm just telling you, once you get the toys ready, once you get the toys going, you're good to go. Hey, but did you see where Adrien Broner, who's that? Tons of Mice. Did you see where Adrien Broner got dissed by the chick and she wouldn't kiss him, and he went all ape? What was it? I don't want to say ape, whatever. Ape shit about it, where he got, I'm Adrien Broner, a 4-time champion. Yeah. Like, you're not champion now.
They didn't care.
No, they're young chicks.
Those girls said, "We don't even know who you are, and we don't care."
Exactly.
Let's keep it moving. We could do this all night.
Sure.
Yeah, it's not an insult.
Yeah, I mean, but ultimately, like, if you are the partner of someone that wants, like, if your partner wants you to go have sex with other people, like, only if that's something that you are into, like, you're into that.
Okay, so that raises an interesting question. I knew I was going to be able to get a lot of material off of this.
Okay.
In too deep, what happens when your partner expresses that she wants you to sleep with somebody else, but at the same time, she would also like to explore her options, but also keep you?
Switching? Like, we're in different rooms, or we're all doing it together? Is that what you're asking? Or a combination of both? Depends on the situation. Depends. I don't try to, like, if it was like my wife, hell no. But if it's just a cool girl that we're just hanging out and we're vibing off each other, why not? Who cares? Don't matter to me. I'm older now, so I don't get that opportunity. In my younger years, I didn't give a damn. When I was in the military,
because you live in Arizona and not Vegas.
Yeah. It's everywhere.
If you live in Vegas, California, or Marco Island in Florida, you would never have a problem.
Ever. I never have a problem. I go to the casino all the time. I get suited and booted. Somebody thinks I'm important. Hey, are you? Yeah, I'm Emmett Smith. It don't matter what it is. I just tell them a lie. I got. Aren't you Emmett Smith? Yeah. You want my autograph? No, I want you to meet my wife. I'm like,
you know the worst thing that somebody ever said to me?
What's that?
They thought I was Ezekiel Elliott.
I mean, did you have the dreads though?
Nah.
How can they get you confused? But still, that's still. You know what? I wouldn't be mad at it. He's a millionaire.
I'm not mad at Ezekiel Elliott. I'm just saying I was
Yeah.
never a Dallas Cowboy.
Doesn't matter.
Like, I mean, there's some teams that you could definitely attribute me to. You know, some champions.
Yeah, but does it matter? Are you there to clap some cheeks?
There you go. You see that one, don't you?
Yeah, that is nice. That is nice.
Thank you. I think
Those are hardware.
We did a good job.
Hey, at the end of the day, like I said, I did check out a couple of your games, but I will tell you this. I love getting confused with somebody else. I could, you know what? If I was ever famous as a young, like as I Show Speed Man, oh man, they would have loved me. I've been crashing out. I was getting in fights all the time. I was always drunk. I was doing all kinds of crazy stuff in the military. I could not imagine being young and famous. I'm glad I'm old.
Let me tell you, fame is a weird thing.
Mm-hmm.
Fame is a weird thing. It also makes you do some weird stuff. I wasn't famous enough to, at any point, to be like invited to a Diddy party, but I was definitely famous enough to get into some really good fights.
Well, that does happen from time to time.
They're all. Hey, look, I'm not talking smack. All W's. In one way or another, all W's.
You know, I stopped fighting in the streets at 19, and I'm a heat carrier. Yeah, I'm a heat carrier. I know not to. Like I told you, I learned how not to argue with people at a very young age because I don't fight. I'm not a fighter.
I mean, you're nothing wrong with being Don King as long as you're really good at being Don King.
Yeah, I politic. I'd be like, look, man, you don't want this smoke from me. For real. What can we do to avoid this situation? I'd rather buy you a drink. I'd rather buy the whole round of the table than to get into an argument and fisticuffs. Because I'm like, I look at it like this. My dad told me a long time ago, and it scared me because he said, you're going to fight your way into Bubba, the booty bandit.
Bubba,
and you're going to.
His name was Fleece Johnson.
Whatever.
It's the easy way out of the hallway. So the choice is yours.
Yeah, my dad called him Bubba.
It's crazy. Yeah. I got this man on two different types of media.
Now, I tell you what, I like you and I want you. Now we can do this the easy way or we can do it the hard way. The choice is yours.
The Boondocks, that shit was hella funny. I did a video with that on there too.
The crazy thing about that is like there was no difference. Like they didn't even stylize it to make it funny.
No, they didn't need to.
No, he did all of that. I mean, look at the
difference.
No, we can do it the easy way out of the hallway. So the choice is yours.
What's the difference?
Like I said, I didn't want to have any kind of run-in with that situation. That's what kept me out of jail. My dad told me that. I was like, And then my cousin went to prison, and we were close.
You heard what Fleece said. Fleece said he was taking it.
He was taking it, and my cousin was in juvie and he was getting taken. He couldn't even look at me. I was like, I don't want to go in there. Hey, that's a scare straight for your ass for sure. I'm like, I'm good. And he was good at fighting. He was good at fighting. And then I'll tell you this. I'll just leave it at this, so that way we can move on. But he was tearing them up one-on-one. That's all I'm gonna tell you. And when I mean tearing them up, I mean with his fist. But you can't fight your way against 4 or 5 dudes, man. I'm just telling you, you just can't.
Okay, if I have permission to do that, I can see a way that this could be really fun and hot and experience something that I might not otherwise.
We can do it the easy way or the hard way,
or something like that. But yeah, I mean, if you're like, oh God, no, I don't feel okay with that. It's not like Vanessa's not saying, oh yeah, no, it's super hot, go do it.
Yeah. No. I mean, everybody gets to have their own boundaries. Just because your partner's into something doesn't mean you have to do it at all. But yeah, it's not an insulting thing. I also want to bring up this term compersion. That's a word that we use to describe.
I have never heard that word before. I am going to learn something new right now. Let's go.
Getting pleasure from seeing other people's pleasure.
Okay.
Yeah. I get it.
You know about that, huh?
Yeah, I'd never heard that term, but yeah.
Yeah, I know about it too. I just never heard the term used.
So for some people, like watching their partner with another person, it's not just that it's like, oh, it's so naughty and taboo and wrong, and that's what's getting me turned on. Like there's a genuine love that you feel, a genuine joy that you feel, like seeing your partner, seeing other people get to experience pleasure.
Yeah, that's a term that you very often will hear in the polyamorous community of like, the compersion of seeing your partner get to experience feelings of love with somebody else. It's like you get to vicariously kind of like get something out of what they are getting from that. Whereas, many people would be like, oh my God, I would be so jealous. I would feel, disgusted or whatever. It's like, well, no, like if if it is possible to feel the compersion, like to actually get the same thing that your partner is getting out of it. Not that one of those is better than the other. It's just like, all of our brains are wired in different ways.
Yeah. Okay. We also got a lot of questions about fantasizing during sex. A lot of people asking, like, is it okay to...
What do you think about that in too deep? Like, okay, should we really care what they're thinking about if we're the ones doing it?
I ain't trying to give up too much game. I'm gonna say it like this. I like to direct the female a certain way, And when you're in it, you know what I'm talking about. Got the hair.
All right.
Snatching it back. And you're talking to her, let her know what's cracking. The whole understanding of getting certain regions to liquidate acids down there is by verbal. A lot of it is verbal. And then that guy's watching you doing something he can't get her to do. Ah, that's my favorite. French kiss. Chef's kiss. I love it.
So, okay, so let me ask you this question then. Do you think that there are people who have had a multitude of experiences, but then they meet somebody who turns them out, so to say? They've had a good time the entire time they've been living. Then they meet somebody who's utterly and wholly different. Is that a real thing?
Oh yeah, of course. You'll meet women that it's just like a goat throat. You run across one of those, and she's like, you're like, where are you going? You're not allowed to leave the house.
Long live Mech Warrior said those women don't believe him about being a former champ because he looks like he ate some strippers. Hey, long live Mech Champ. Please like and subscribe. I will appreciate having you in the chat. I want to say that all of my mods are trolls, but Into Deep, would you say that was pretty that was pretty accurate? All my mods are trolls.
No, Skull is not a troll. He's a shooter.
He's a shooter.
He's a definite 86er.
So yeah, the funny thing about it is like, so when we first started this journey, right, and I became mod in everybody's chats, I was notorious for giving out the maximum amount of time. And then here's the thing, though, because I know YouTube hacks, I can go in, and I can give it to you 5 times in a row, and it just...
I don't know that one. That would be a nice chat.
They're consecutive.
Wow.
Because of the internet. Every time that I ban you, if I ban you 15 times, you have 15 life sentences to play out.
Wow.
So it's funny because I literally give people like 15 weeks sometimes. I see you in months.
Wow.
Yeah,
I've only done a few, but I've been doing 86 now. Because before I would be like, how long are they going to be? Let's do 2 hours. But then I saw Skull with 86. I was like, oh, well, win in Rome. Let them go. Shoot, 86 ass out of here.
Well, so this is the funniest thing. I gave a guy 86 years.
Wow. Oh, so I was like, how'd you do that? It said 24 hours on the other one. I'm like, how do you give 86 months? I don't know. That's interesting. But I will say this: I think she and him have played the fence. Like we played the fence. Like my favorite thing is I like the woman to bring home the chick. That's my favorite. I can't lie. Those are my favorite.
I don't think.
I don't really like the bull too much because then you get the dude starts getting weird on you, especially after you do it the first time.
Well, here's the thing. What if he falls for you?
Like I said, if he's too energetic with get her, I'm like, oh, whoa, you need to get out. I'm out of here. She's like, no, don't leave. You need to shut up. And you need to tell him what to do. You need to dominate him. I don't like that. Yeah, you need to. You need to dominate. Hey, regulate that motherfucker over there. Tell him he's not allowed to talk.
Right,
I don't talk to you directly.
We got some more. Let's get off the cuckolds, right?
All right, go ahead. I don't like it. I don't care. I'll let it be known.
So should be a little bit different.
Your question that we got: why do I have the fantasy to go to a sex club and only have sex with my wife? I don't want to switch with other partners, and I don't want to be the main attraction. I just want to be intimate in a dimly lit room while others do the same.
Hey, this is a really interesting one because before you read the last sentence, I was going to say, oh, well, I mean, it sounds like you really want to be monogamous, but you get off on the idea that like people might see you guys having sex. But that actually doesn't seem to be the case.
You just want to be around. So what do you think? Why do they have the fantasy?
You know, I think that I feel like this is sort of like this feels like a really healthy fantasy in a lot of ways. Like, I feel like it's like maybe your brain trying to get over some crappy conditioning around like sex is bad or evil. It's like, I just want to like be around people that are like comfortable having sex. Sex is, it's like your subconscious being like, yeah, sex is a normal thing. Sex is a normal thing. We're all having sex. Let's do it in front of each other, but we're not looking.
I mean,
but maybe.
Okay. This is Cantina Confessions on the Nightcap with Tez, and I have a special guest. His name is In Too Deep. In Too Deep. What the fuck is he talking about?
So we have a club like that in Arizona where you can go in and spend like $50 and you and your partner, and then they have like a lower level, right, in a club. And then there's like different levels and you pay a certain amount of money to go to the top. Now they have these little rooms in the back rooms. You'll see people, and you have a whole bunch of voyeurs. So you'll see people doing their thing, right? And then you see, and you might go in a room where it's exclusively women, so only women can go in. And then like the woman will go in there while the dude just sit, and then you got a whole bunch of dudes just watching. Right?
So what you're telling me is that not only are you engaging in coitus with your partner, your significant other, but all the other people are watching you. So the question I have for you, have you ever experienced one of these?
Oh yeah, all the time. I like them. They're fun.
Are you arbitrary question, but I have to ask.
But you can wear masks and stuff. A lot of people wear masks because there's some people that are really famous.
Well, here's yes, I know what involved in. But the question that I have is, while you're on display in this form of hedonistic exhibition, are you doing your best that you've ever done?
I have a different mindset. I'm going to tell you like this. Every time I do something of that nature, it's like the last time I'm ever going to get it. Because I could die tomorrow.
Right.
Play like you practice, bro.
Yeah. I'm
practice like you play.
I mean, I'm a firm believer in if you're going to be involved with something, you should probably either live it or don't do it at all.
I think it's advertisement too. It's like advertisement too, if you think about it, because you're advertising the fact that you want other women to want you.
Yes.
So if that woman you're pleasing and you're attentive enough, you're doing it in a certain way, you got the stroke going, women are paying attention to you. Next thing you know, you got a hand on your back, you look, it's a female, and she's like, and then she's, I won't go into too deep, but I'm just letting you know it gets kind of interesting. Like I said, I like a woman who who procures your lady for you. You know what I'm saying? And then you just sit back and let them do their thing, and then she lets you know when it's your turn. Mhm. Those are fun. Those are fun evenings.
I've never actually experienced one of those, but
I mean, you want to go with a girl that you don't care about, though.
We're gonna touch on that towards the end. So if you can make a note to talk about that at the end of this,
I don't
I'll
want people
give
to label
you
like healthy or unhealthy on fantasies, but yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with
your
this.
brain.
Like,
Maybe it's like a protective mechanism. Your brain is like, you know what? Maybe you had a little bit of, maybe you had some kind of puritanical trauma around sex, and I want to help you just feel really open and comfortable with your sexuality.
yeah, this is totally normal. I mean, I think some people get turned on by sex clubs because they feel a little naughty, and it's like, oh, people, we don't often have sex with other people around, so there's something that feels a little taboo or forbidden about that. And yeah, going to a sex club doesn't mean that you want to be like an exhibitionist or a voyeur. Exhibitionist is when you want people looking at you. Voyeur is when you get turned on looking at other people. But yeah, like you don't need to be the main attraction. You don't need to switch out with other partners. Like it's a common, totally okay fantasy. And if you want to do it, you totally could do it.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it feels almost
I
just
think
like a
they've done
little step up from like public sex, where it's like most people.
I think they did it.
They 100% have done this.
Oh, I'm pretty sure. Because you see how they're lighting up and how she's talking about. She has that smile, like, yeah, I remember that night. And he's over there. He's engaged with his talking points are his how do I say, not talking point, but his what they call it? Oh shoot, what's it called? When his inflections in his voice, it's a higher octave. That's what it is. His octave in his voice is higher, and so they're reminiscing. They've experienced. See, I will tell you this: I have not met one of those sex therapists that wasn't freaky. I have not met one at all.
They're going to expand their knowledge on the craft.
In public sex don't want to actually have like 100 people see them having sex. Like they're getting off on the idea that maybe, just maybe, somebody might see or somebody might wonder, oh, are those people having sex? Mm-hmm. And I think that this might be the same, where it's like, yeah, you're saying I don't want to be the main attraction, but just because you're not the main attraction doesn't mean like somebody might see or other people are having sex around you and know that you are also having sex. So I think it's just might be just a mild like, oh yeah, that would be kind of hot for like, a couple other people to like know, or maybe like glance see some shapes moving in a dimly lit room and be like, oh yeah, that person is having sex, whoever that person is, because I can't really tell who they are.
We're gonna go past that. Okay.
Vanessa and Xander. So her name's first. So yeah, first she's a dom.
So here's the. Doesn't I said the only corn I watch, I'm in.
That makes sense.
So they mentioned that one of the biggest issues in relationships was threesomes. Let's see what they have to say about these.
He shot down my desire for a male-male-female threesome. The only threesomes he would ever consider is 2 females and him. He was mad for a couple of days at the idea of me wanting another male in the bedroom. Is this fair?
No, it's not fair. Yes, I can understand why he felt that way. Because, I mean, it just gets back to like the social conditioning, like the way that I think that we have this kind of unfair and unhealthy social conditioning that like the only way for men to be straight is to only be into women. But like women are like, women are flexible. Like straight women like dick, but like they're also but like women also turn them on. Mm-hmm. And it's like, so it's like, that's okay. It's also like very much okay for men to be like.
It's too deep. How could somebody not be turned on by a nice set of chesticles?
Are we talking about natural?
Either.
I don't like the fake. I played with them a couple times.
Yes, there are lots of people who adore them, but either way it goes.
I mean, I like them natural, but yeah, I get it. Chesticles are pretty nice.
Yes, sir.
But like I'm a feet guy, so
we have talked about this.
Like to like be into like lesbian porn and stuff like that. And then on top of that, like all the threesome scenes that we see on TV and in the movies and we read about in books is always MFF, like male, female, female, right? And so I think that this so often happens where it's like, yeah, when that gets suggested to a woman, they're like, oh yeah, that would be hot. Like, it would be super hot to like do a threesome. Like me and two men, it would be hot to do a threesome with, you know, with you and another woman. And the guy's like, what the hell? Like, why? Like, what, you want me to like be with another dick? But I think the reality is that most men have just never considered that because it's not really socially acceptable.
Male,
which is kind of ironic because I think that there's like a lot of like porn where that happens, but it's like the guys are never like doing anything together. So I don't know, man, but it's just like the way that we are kind of conditioned with this is kind of restrictive for guys. So I think that, you know, it's like if you're a guy and you're like, and you really want to have a threesome, I think that you should be open to the idea that like, hey, there are other ways to do a threesome than just you and you know, and two other women.
Okay, so I do think that this situation is very hypocritical. I'm going to assume here that these two are both straight. So I can understand the husband's perspective that bringing in another woman feels less threatening to him because it's like, yeah, this is just going to be one night of fun, but my wife isn't attracted to women, so it's like whatever. Versus a man can feel a little scarier. Like, you know, maybe she's going to be attracted to him. Maybe she's going to enjoy sex with him better. Maybe he's going to have a bigger dick than I do, or he fucks her better. Like a lot of stuff can come up. So I could understand you know, feeling safer having a woman in there. But at the same time, he has to recognize that that makes for a different scenario for him. Like, so then he's having sex with another woman and he's putting his wife in the exact same scenario that he doesn't want to be put in.
Yep.
So it's hypocritical from that sense. And this is one of the things that like makes threesomes very difficult in reality, where you're like, it's so hard to imagine this other person, but then you get down to the nitty gritty of like, okay, but who's the one that's going to feel more vulnerable? So the fact that he got mad about it for like a couple of days, it's like, oh my God, bro, get over it. But again, I do understand the desire for it to be female, female, male.
Yeah, I mean, I think what's really not fair is that like he's upset probably because he's like, oh, well, like what? Like, what do you think I'm gay or something? And it's like, well, dude, like
no, I don't know if it necessarily was that. She didn't say anything about that. She just said he was mad at the idea of me wanting another man in the bedroom.
Oh, okay.
But like, why can't she say like, well, but you want another woman in the bedroom? Why can't I be mad at you about that? Like, it's you guys should not have a threesome.
Yeah,
if it's not abundantly
shouldn't.
clear by now, you should not have a threesome.
Okay, what about this one? My boyfriend, 26, has enjoyed receiving anal play for quite some time. However, in the last several months, has started.
Whoa, we didn't even have time. Yo, what's up, Ty?
He went right into the.
What is your opinion on women choking men during sex?
Who, me?
That's what he said.
To me or to you?
You can answer.
Well, I can't see that. A woman choking me. I've had it happen a couple times.
How did it make you feel?
I choked her back, so it was like, who can choke out the other person faster? Then she stopped.
Okay. Threesome equals man, woman, and squirrel. Male, female, female, female.
Now, I will say this. I've had both. I've had, but I have it strict policy. You get the front, I get the back, and then we rotate, and then we don't touch. Guys don't touch. So if you want to call, is that what they consider a three-way? But I've never messed around with a dude and a chick together. Never, ever will that happen. But it will never be my girl. I would be the third wheel. I prefer the third wheel because then that way I don't have to worry about the aftermath.
So you weren't trying to get in tons of mice. He said it's a choke off.
Yeah, it was a choke off. Because she started it, and I got a thicker neck. I got a size 18.5, so she couldn't get her hand around my stuff. And I'm over here like, all right, let me go ahead and give you something. And then, everybody knows you're not supposed to go like this to take the esophagus. You just push it right on here because there's like choke points. So she didn't know what she was doing, and then I had her up in 2 seconds. She was like, I was like, yeah, that's right. You got to learn how to choke. See, we go to class for this, women. You got to understand, men know how to choke for a reason.
So Ty, what's up, Ty? Ty's over in Twitchland. Ty, I appreciate if not only you follow me on Twitch, but also you join the YouTube community. We do have a chat over here.
Oh yeah, if you want me to put the link in the.
Yeah, go for it. Thank you. Ty said, yeah, I had a female ask me if she could choke me with her lingerie. Didn't know how to feel.
No.
Why not? Why not, Answer Deep?
No, because I had that happen to me once too. Kind of like a choke collar. And then she was trying to get even. Oh man, are we going there? Do you want me to go there or not? I could go there if you want.
Go there.
So when you give a girl a good pounding, right? And they wake up in the morning with their cervix all crazy, you know. So she's like, I want to get you. You did this to me. Da da da. I was like, look, you told me to go. You know, you told me to go as fast as I was going. Deep was, right. You know. And I'm like, you told me to do this. And then we started messing around again. And next, you know, she put something on me. I was like, and she put it around my neck, and I was like, And then she was like, I was like, whoa, hey. And then I had to rip the damn thing off my neck. I was like, oh, I see what you was trying to do. She wasn't trying to say. There was no safe word for that. Let's put it that way. I didn't think we have to have a safe word. So she's over here. I'm like, I'm like, hey, you know. And I finally rip it off me. And I'm like, no, only hands. I can't do it the same way you do it.
Ty said, I wouldn't know how having something wrapped around my neck feels. Hands are different to something wrapped around it.
Yeah, it's not. It was her underwear, G-string. Mm-hmm. It was interesting. I wouldn't do it again, though. I wouldn't. I learned a valuable lesson. Make sure that stuff is hiding away or under the bed where she can't grab
it. Hey, Ty said, let her Answer Deep.
What?
Ty said, let her.
Let her what?
Let her choke you.
No. To constantly pop up during sex, no matter what type of mood we're in going into it. When we do butt play, he likes to call me mistress and wants to serve me. He wants to wear my panties and be my dirty sissy slut. I want to make him feel good. I never have an issue with the butt play. I've tried to step into the femdom.
So
no.
Is that she is losing respect for him because Ty said what was different. Didn't mind it. Just wasn't sure if I was gonna die or not.
That's the accident.
Yeah.
I'm good. I don't want nothing around my neck that has any kind of cloth. Because then I had this ligature mark around my neck for about a week. She got me good. And she was laughing about it. I think that shit was funny.
He said, she was riding me, so.
Yeah. It depends on how she gets you. If she gets it to where it gets that crook of your neck and you can't get it off, and she pulling it from behind, I'm cool, man.
Yeah, let's go.
Role and accept and play with these things, but it makes me feel rather uncomfortable. I don't like to call him a slut because he's not one. I know it's just play, but still. It makes me uncomfortable that he wants to wear my panties. I know there's nothing wrong with this. He wants to wear my chonies.
No. We already know what team he's on. Let's roll. That is not straight at all. If you like wearing women's clothing and you want to call yourself a straight dude, okay. But she's embarrassed. I would be mad if someone wrote that about me. If I told somebody that and you put it on, then they're playing it on the internet. Oh, I'd be so mad. I'd be so mad. And he's enjoying the reading that though. Look at his posture. He's all sitting up and now she has her head down. He's enjoying that too much.
Right.
His body language is all in for it. And Xander. No offense, homie. No offense. My bad. Good. Continue. Go ahead.
Is that better, babe? I know there's nothing wrong with this, but I still can't fight the feeling. Our sex life is great, and he treats me like a princess and would do anything to please me, and I just want to be able to fulfill this fantasy for him. Would love any advice or tips.
Okay, there's a lot going on here. So it sounds like the first issue that she's bringing up is that he's wanting to do anal play every single time. And maybe she's more of a like, I'm down for it, but maybe not every single time. So that would be probably the first place that I would start. I mean, first, actually, I want to say you sound like a great partner. Like you really want to, you're going for it. You really want him to be pleased. You're not shaming him, but you're just trying to navigate your own boundaries and comfort levels around this. And that is a very common thing that comes up. And I think that you're doing this beautifully. You're not saying like, it's so gross that he wants it. What's wrong with him that he wants this every time? You're just acknowledging like, hey, I want to bring him pleasure. I want him to feel fulfilled. And I'm trying to figure out what my own boundaries are around this here. And you get to have your boundaries. That doesn't make you like kink shaming. That doesn't make you a bad partner. Like you're just your own person with your own interests and comfort. Again, it like goes back to the food thing. You know, you're like, let's say the two of you are deciding what to have for dinner. It's like right now it sounds like he's deciding what you're having for dinner every night. And you are in this place of like, well, but maybe I want pasta tonight, or like we haven't had pizza in a long time. So like it's okay for you to be involved in these decisions too. Okay, so first one is anal play every single time. Maybe I would say something to him like, hey, I love like giving you anal play. I think it's really fun. I would also love for us to have like some nights where we don't do that. So, you know, maybe we can talk about like when I'm open to it and when I'm not open to it.
Yeah, we're actually, we have a question where we'll talk about sort of like, you know, should you schedule kink? So this to me feels like, yeah, definitely a situation where you got some talk in advance or even like pre-scheduling, like, because this honestly, it sounds a bit more like a scene. He's wanting you to play out a sort of specific scene where you call him certain names, he does certain things. And I think that it would be very fair of you to describe, hey, I feel challenged.
What? Tons of Mice is going ham over there. Where's she buried? What you talking about, dog?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Hey, man, I'm good, man. I don't even want to hear that. I'll be honest with you. I don't even want to hear none of that. None of it.
Where is she buried in too deep?
Hey, she ain't buried nowhere, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
I said she did say to me that she has a thing for neck veins. So I guess she's done it pretty tight.
Oh, yeah. You ain't the first.
You ain't the first. About the whole choking shit. Hey. Hey,
the hand over thumb, you know, the V. Yeah, gotcha.
Tons of Mice said, dump him and get some ice cream. I have bought chicks ice cream.
You know, they're comfortable talking. I mean, she's a sex therapist, obviously, but for him, like, I can't understand, like, as a man who I don't want to slander this man because I don't know what he hasn't said either way, but I'm getting the impression he's okay with it.
You never took somebody's girl and then bought her ice cream because the other person wouldn't?
I mean, I have never. I mean, are we talking? I bought a drink, but never ice cream. I'm grown, man. Like you got to understand. Like 30 years ago, I was still 20. You know what I mean? So I have the rules have changed.
He said, "Ted look like the person that strangles people for fun." Can you really tell? Sure. Can you really tell from looking at somebody?
Yeah. You know how the necklace. It's a dead giver.
Yeah.
Hey,
the worst. I wore 3 of them in Costa Rica, and I was.
Yeah. Women pay attention to those. Hey, freaks knows freaks. You know what I'm saying? Freak know freak.
Okay, so I have to ask you a question. Have you ever? Are you familiar with the black silk pillowcase?
No.
So in the community, and mind you, I've done some research. I am not going to confirm or deny that I'm a part of that. I'm just going to say the inside of the community. You have a black pillowcase. That's the only pillowcase that that's a clear indication that you may be into some things that are a little bit on the deviant side of the spectrum.
Gotcha. Okay. So is that kind of like role playing?
No, that's
just letting you know that's like a entry level saying, oh, you're one of those.
Yep.
And then if a chick has it and you notice it, then then you know she's down for. Then you have to ask, which one are you? But I think she would already know
Well,
by
if a chick has it, she definitely knows what she is.
yeah.
Make this switch in the moment when I'm not prepared for it. This
yeah,
feels
that's
like,
a
you know,
good one.
you want me to be a femdom. Like, I need to be prepared for that. I need to be prepared energetically for that. I need to know that it's coming. I need to get myself into that energy. Because I think that what you are really
Femdom.
struggling with is like in the moment, you're getting put on the spot.
Yeah.
And that doesn't feel good for you. And that is totally fair. That is totally fair.
Okay, then you're also calling out, like, there's a couple things. Like, he likes to call you mistress, he wants to wear your panties, and he wants to be your dirty little sissy slut. And it sounds like you don't like those three specific things.
Especially the word slut.
Yeah. So again, this is an issue of you being able to like navigate your own boundaries. There are tons of ways to play or, you know, to do anal play that don't need to involve those three things. So to me, it sounds like you have explored this a lot. You've given it a lot of opportunities, a lot of chances. We usually encourage people to like try things a few times because you can't really know for a lot of stuff. You know, you might not necessarily know right away whether you like it
What'd
or
she
not,
say?
and especially if it's something that's like a little out of your.
Wait,
she said
to be prepared for that. I need to be prepared energetically for that. I need to know that it's coming. I need to get myself into that energy. Because I think that what you are really struggling with is like in the moment, you're getting put on the spot.
Yeah.
And that doesn't feel good for you. And that is totally fair. That is totally fair.
Okay, then you're also calling out, like, there's a couple things. Like, he likes to call you mistress, he wants to wear your panties, and he wants to be your dirty little sissy slut. And it sounds like you don't like those three specific things.
Especially.
It's too deep. So you've been here for a while now, and I think you just found out what you've been saying the entire time. Ty said, "What's y'all limits with the whole choking shit?" You know, I'm not really a big fan of that. You know, mostly because of my position in life. I'm not really the person that's taking the choking. But if she tries, I mean, I probably wouldn't get too mad about it. Y'all got different limits when it comes to that. It's too deep. He's asking you a direct question, so I answered it already.
So it all depends on our dynamic. How comfortable are we? That would be my question. Because if I'm comfortable and that's how she gets off, sure, why not? As long as it's just hands. I don't like apparatuses, and I don't like collars. I don't like anything that would be restrictive. And the fixation part, if she wants to try to pass me out, I didn't do very well with that when we were in grade school. You know, where you sit up here and you try to get yourself to go out. I could do that all day long. And but at the end of the day, I don't get off on it at all. So it doesn't do nothing for me.
Okay.
If that's what he's asking. Or is that a girl or a guy?
I'm not sure because it's Twitch. So Tons of Mice says tons of ways to explore anal play equals no relation. Ty said,
Yeah, I'm not.
If doing it to a female, like both ways type stuff.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of. I'm not. I'm
doing some wild stuff.
If my thing is this, if I'm doing that to a female, what's the difference than a dude? So I don't.
The word slut.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
So again, this is an issue of you being able to like navigate your own boundaries. There are tons of ways to play or, you know, to do anal play that don't need to involve those three things. So to me, it sounds like you have explored this a lot. You've given it a lot of opportunities, a lot of chances. We usually encourage people to like try things a few times because you can't really know for a lot of stuff. You know, you might not necessarily know right away whether you like it or not. And especially if it's something that's like a little out of your wheelhouse. But it sounds to me like you've done plenty of exploring. And if you're saying like, I don't want to be called mistress, I don't want him to wear my panties, and I don't want to call him a slut, like, I think those are very reasonable boundaries to set with him.
I'm not
also,
really.
I don't want anyone wearing my panties, so I get it. I don't have panties though.
I know I might
underwear.
I might rip them. But no, I mean I definitely stretch them out. They wouldn't be super wearable afterwards.
I don't know. I have a much bigger butt than you do.
That's true, but I have a bigger waist. Well, but look, I don't really see her saying that she's not into the mistress thing or the sissy
she says,
part.
I'm trying to step into the femdom role, but it makes me rather uncomfortable.
Yeah, but I think that's more of like that. That's like sort of the energetic thing is like, you know, I'm curious if you had, hey, I know on Friday we're doing femdom thing, and I'm, let me kind of get in that mode. I wonder if that might help you. And
Yeah, it's
I'm
a
not going to be
role.
surprised in the moment. Hey, we're having Tuesday night sex. I know that I'm like
Is scheduling it bad?
No. I'm gonna tell you like this, especially in my heyday, I had like 4 or 5 rotations. So I call them rotations, like doctor, like Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, you know what I'm saying? But I had clients or whatever, and so I had my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I had my Friday, Saturday chicks.
What was the difference?
Work schedules. So like I dealt with women that were like nurses. Nurses are free. Excuse me, I shouldn't say that. The women I used to mess with are flight attendants and nurses. Those are the freakiest women that I've ever met in my life, actually, to be honest with you. Or any doctor in the medical field, a radiologist, who's really good too? Phlebotomists. She was flexible. But anyway, so like the Monday Tuesdays is because 9 times out of 10 they work the weekends, especially in the hospital. And then flight attendants, the flights are busiest during the weekends, right? And then so they would come in on a Monday or Tuesday. Now they would come in. They had a hotel, and then there was this 2 that they like some weird stuff, but it was fun. But at the end of the day, one of my homegirls was a flight attendant, so I met a lot of her homegirls through that, and they would come in through the hub, and they would come in on either Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday night. And then those are hey, we're coming on Wednesday. All right, so I'm their taxi driver basically. I drive them around, they get all hammered up, go get liquored up. If they couldn't find a dude, I'm the emergency blast. Then I'm over here getting work.
I have one final question.
Sure. I enjoyed it. I wish we were still friends.
So what's the final verdict on this? Are there people
on them too?
Well, not just them too, but in general, are people playing for this, or are people living this? And if there is a difference, which should be preferred? There should be a universal answer on this.
It all depends on like I said, it all depends on your age and your experience, bro. Like, I will tell you, like me now, it's easier for me to get into that kind of sector just because I have so much experience. I know what I'm not interested in. But then, like when you're younger and you're, learning yourself, right, and you're getting under your belt, a lot of men aren't comfortable sexually, and I find that you won't get comfortable until you understand how to make a gusher, an oozer, or a spitter. And if you can't do none of them 3, bro, you're gonna have a problem.
Struggle.
And
say.
What's that?
Some would struggle.
Yeah. It's once you get comfortable doing those things, like that goes to what Souls was saying. No, do the basics. What's the basics, Soul? Because what you might call basic, I might call advanced, or my advanced could be your basic.
I might just call it Tuesday.
Okay.
So, without further ado, I think that me and
Taco Tuesday is what you're meaning. Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, we and Deep have been live for quite a while. You know what I'm saying?
Are we getting into Adrien?
We did Adrien Broner's side, but if you want to say something about them, the floor is yours.
I just want to say with Adrien, like I remember him boxing. Like he was one of my my favorite ones. Like how like Tank Davis is one of my favorites because I like the way because they close. They have a similar knockout percentage. I like the knockouts. I like dudes that knock people out. I don't like boxer punchers. I like a dude where they don't want to fight you inside, right? And then I like to watch a guy get inside, and Adrien was good at that until he started drinking, and then he just took himself out of it. And at the end of the day, I've been there. I've been to AA. I understand where he's at, the 12 steps. And once I master the 12 steps, I don't drink anymore. I don't gamble anymore. I don't have too many vices. I stay away from women. That's why I got the financial celibacy right now, because I spend way too much money on females as it is. So I kind of was like, let me take 2026 off completely. I'm not going to mess with no women, no drinking, no drugs, no nothing. Just straight up meditation. So if he could do that and build up his willpower, because I think that's what he's lacking. He's lacking the willpower, the sustainability. He needs to get some help. He needs to talk to somebody.
Right.
He needs somebody to talk to for sure.
He
that
does.
that he can trust and that will
He does.
relate. I think he has a deeper issue that he's not, wanting to. There's something he's lacking.
What I'll say is this has probably been one of the longest shows that I've done in the last month. I appreciate you guys for being here. I hope that you learned something, and this is a subject that we can continue on. The Nightcap is the nightly episodes that we do on the TezDown. Me and In Too Deep are here. We had confessions with Cantina Confessions with In Too Deep. Cheers, In Too Deep.
Thank you, sir. I've been empty. I didn't want to leave you, but definitely.
I got some during the break.
Well, I had to keep the flow going. I appreciate you, and Tez, I gotta give you credit. Like I watching your channel, I'm watching your growth. I'm watching how you're doing your channel. You're creating a show process, right? And I can appreciate how you're trying to make it authentic, and I appreciate you for it.
I strive every day to make my show just me.
You're doing it.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
I'm on a different frequency right now. Hourglass, you ain't put in no time. How many times you tipped the hourglass? How many times you flipped the hourglass? Comparing catalog, a tall task. Is you working or you all gas? My cousin is a basket case, cause he a bucket in a basket case. Hit him on the wing. The Dubai contract coming. I'm flying out to go see him play. I'm sitting on the wing. Wait, I'm sitting on the court. All facts. Red flip-flop sitting on the floor. All facts. You could probably come up with these metaphors and say what I say, but it would be a story. This my real life. I'm just trying to tell you what it feel like. Can't be a real one until you deal right. Classic. We all been through some pain, but what you heal like? Yeah. With bad vibes, I shut them off. We could be Siamese twins, I still cut you off. Your toe infected, you won't.
Yo, we had some music from Classic.
Classic!
It has been a wonderful night. We Tez these downs every chance that we get. It's a late night. Thank you for coming in today.
Hey, my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
I want to tell you straight up, I do appreciate everything you do, man. As I always tell you, I will always tell you forever. That's how it works.
You guys are doing me a favor, trust me. Believe that.
So I'm gonna leave him up here. I am Tez. That's In Too Deep. Make sure you guys check out his channel as well as his other social medias. You guys have already seen the video from the Raw Society Coalition. If you haven't, I'll play it one more time for y'all before we get out of here. We can get out of here nice, smooth, and clean. Don't you think so, In Too Deep?
Yeah, I believe you will.
Why you ain't say nothing? I'm only gonna do this once. You always knew I'd make it in the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? You believed in me the whole time, for real? Yeah. I couldn't tell. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times, couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. But watching my story, all winning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't call? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something? Put that on my soul.
Most definitely. H Deep, you got anything for the people in the crowd?
Just stay righteous, stay blessed, and keep your eye on the prize and meditate.
I am Tez. I've been 2-4. It's been a long day. You guys got 2 shows today, and you probably end up getting another one tomorrow. But either way it goes, I want you guys to stay safe, stay strong, finish up those shifts tonight, make sure you get some sleep tonight. And then if you haven't called my show, share it on YouTube, or if you are here, share it on YouTube. And also make sure that you show up for the live show. Hit the like and subscribe. I will see you guys in less than 24.
I'm the Tez. I'm the Tez.
Welcome to the TezDown. Welcome.
I'm the Tez.
Mic check 1 2. Welcome. Welcome to the TezDown. Party time.